Doing well.
Hello, there we go. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream today. We are here for some Blood on the Clocktower. I'm running a little bit behind, so we're going to jump straight in to the thing. If I can grab my windows properly. Here we go.
I gotta play with Fish back again, dude.
Fishy.
I wouldn't have showed up if I knew that he was playing again.
Yeah, this is a good lobby, Taran. Taran's good.
Nah, I'm bad at this.
He doesn't need that right when he walks in.
I
literally walks in.
Every time I've yeah. Yep.
All right. Yeah, we got
Oh
you.
yeah.
Oh my god. This lobby gets more chaotic every time.
I know, right?
Boy.
Crew today. Holy shit.
I'm
seeing a lot of
he
hims in the game right
I know. Where the heck are the girls?
It's a boys' club today. It's Saturday.
Oh, Lord.
Oh boy.
Those last 4 seats better be women to white.
I'm Steven's marionette.
But not even with the roll. You don't even need the roll.
I already told Jack and Andy that they were both my marionette, actually. So.
Marionette by choice.
Andy, is this your first time playing?
I'm popping my cherry today, yeah.
Oh boy.
Be gentle, be gentle.
How many people? Is this like a legal game?
It's a lot of people.
That's what I was saying.
15 apparently.
Is this like the max possible?
Players.
It's a 9-2-3-1 base.
Jesus
Whoa.
I think this is the max possible.
I think it's the max without travelers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want like a chill roll so I can pop around. I don't need to be the demon. Don't give me that.
Bro, Fishman's only saying that because he won as the demon last week.
Yeah, but I didn't want that.
Week.
I didn't want that. I'm on record. If you watch back the stream, I was like, I don't want this. I want to like hang out, teach the new players how to play. I don't want to be lying to Gabe's face.
Dwight.
Hey,
Okay,
it's Quinn.
Sammy's here. Thank you.
Insanity.
Sammy.
Oh, Puya. Okay.
Sam, what's the 9-2-3-1? What are you
1 for
about?
3 so far, Asia.
What's that?
Oh my god.
It means that
Oh
our
my
base
God.
is 9 townsfolk, 2 outsiders, 3 minions, and 1 demon.
Okay.
You can see that if you hit T on your keyboard.
But if you hit T right again,
Oh
there's a
my
whole
God.
issue later.
What are the odds? Seat 2 is a
I do not believe I've played with 15 players before.
Pretty high, very high.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's
We
I'd
have
be
your
very
knowledge.
familiar with this person.
Oh, good.
Is it
Okay.
Wonderful.
Ugh.
Me, Sammy, and Liana hanging on strong.
All right, so guys alliance, right?
Boys rule!
We might
Asia,
have
you
to
don't
do
have
a-
Liana. She's a pick-me girl. She's with us.
I heard that.
God, Omer's so cringe, man. Omer's so goddamn cringe.
There's definitely. This is funny.
Yeah, Liana, do you see this mess?
Oh, I see. We got some house cleaning to do, and I don't mean that in a sexist way.
Woony, thank you for the 67th.
This might be a game where it is like, are we like extending the daytime?
I feel like you almost have to do the opposite. You have
40
to
minute
make
night,
it shorter.
40 minute day.
Please don't do that.
Yeah, I guess that's fair, but it's like you feel like you are like unable to talk to half.
With this many people, you
many
kind of like
people.
have to have an alliance. Like you have to
Agreed.
trust other people in a way that you don't necessarily in
Yeah.
a smaller game. You just kind of have to work with other people.
Also, I need to say this again in front of so many people. Omer's mustache looks so good.
It does.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It looks great.
Agreed. I saw it at the Sharon Tharp interview. I was distracted. I didn't catch a word they said. I was just lost in Over's mustache. I was like, my God.
I just need a bit longer so I can twirl it, you know?
Mm.
Are you gonna do the up at the dastardly?
I want to be as untrustworthy as possible.
Okay, can y'all hear me?
He's
Fine?
rating with 61st.
Okay, great. I'm sorry. It's new PC and every setting known to man on my like I have to set everything again and it's just a mess. Yeah. Okay. Oh, Gabe's laptop died. Hold on. Okay, he'll be back.
It sounds like the person who built your PC sucks.
Yeah, absolute idiot.
There you
Okay, y'all.
Just so everyone knows, Taran, when
Lauren
he's
with
on
the
3.5
52nd
is
in a
lying
month.
because he's slow enough to like catch his thoughts. He's on 4 when he's telling the truth.
He's just making that up.
What speed are you on, Taran?
I'm on 3.5. He's making it up because I told him that's the speed I use, and so he's just claiming I never do 4.
You're never telling the truth.
Exactly. That's what he's trying to say.
You take notes, Taran?
No.
That's fair.
Interesting.
Aaron is smart enough to keep it in his brain.
I will be
Omer's,
taking copious notes.
Omer's just upset because I told him he was my marionette when I was a good person.
Crazy.
And then I went to Emily, who was playing with us in quite proximity to her departure. And I told her that Omer told me he was my marionette. Or sorry, that I was his marionette. And she was actually the marionette from somebody else.
I was to say that was similar to when I was a good player and told Omer he was my marionette as a joke when Omer was the demon, and then told me I was his marionette, and I was not Omer's marionette, and then I just won the game before Omer. That was not my best game.
That's because I accidentally told you I was the demon.
Yeah. That was a minor slip up.
Minor, yeah.
I love that I told Dwight I wanted to join the Blood of the Clocktower G League, and he texts me and he's like, yeah, you know, we've got this is a nice casual lobby. I'm seeing nothing but demons.
I said a couple new players. What?
No. He looked me in the eyes and he's like, look, everyone in this lobby sucks, and I don't respect them as athlete competitors. And so I'm like, okay,
verbatim,
I'm gonna be in there.
No, I pulled it up verbatim. You want to hop in this week? Some newer players, some experienced players. Not full G League. It's a work in progress.
3 women.
Who shocked? The guy that was good at Survivor is a good liar. Look at this. What's crazy?
Anyways, 15 of you guys.
Losers.
The people that are new, y'all watch the video that I sent out to y'all for like the roles and everything and the rules.
Yes.
Cool, great. I'm just gonna set up a bag. Y'all can the rest of y'all, I don't know, tell them how the game works or something beyond what the videos have. Cool.
Yeah, I watched, but I watched last Saturdays, but I don't. That doesn't mean I know everything. Just FYI.
How come there's no marionette here?
Because there's new.
I feel like it normally doesn't. I think Dwight usually adds a custom.
I'm not doing it this time though.
The way I don't know what a marionette is, so
don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
You don't need to.
Don't
You're
worry
good.
about it, Andy.
Lean, I think you're the
Problem for future.
57th.
It might be nice. I mean, there's like a mod, like not a mod, but like a what's whatever. It might be nice for us to like let the newer players speak first in Town Square, just to kind of put the pressure on them to force them to look stupid, and then.
Listen, just feel free to ask me any questions. I'll guide you.
Just tell Taran what your role is off the bag.
Yeah, I'll tell you how to play it. Bar, thank you for the subscription. Welcome to Robot Army.
And don't let Quinn's boyish charm fool you. You won as the imp in your first game, wasn't
It's true.
it? Or your
Yeah,
second
there's some
game?
marination happening here.
I won as a faithful and as a traitor, so I've put my perfect undefeated record at risk here. And so I'm
That's
just
why you
asking
wanted
that
the
you all
G-League.
throw the game to me, because let's just consider my feelings, okay? So
Mm.
no one's allowed to lie to me. You can only tell the truth. It's just the rules this round. I don't know.
You just tell me all your roles, and I'll pass it along to Quinn.
Do we whisper on the stream? I forget.
Yes.
You can, yeah.
But don't forget, Dwight's chat can see everything you say. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, good to know. Oh, you didn't know that?
Nothing.
I've said a lot of things I probably should. Yeah, do you want to know how I know you didn't know that?
Ooh, we're being gardened, ladies
Hell's
and gentlemen.
librarian.
Oh,
Something bad might happen to whoever talks when the storyteller has asked for silence.
15 of y'all ain't gonna threaten you guys.
Are you gonna do Zoom?
Oh, and Gardner.
We'll see if I use it.
Are you choosing the imp?
No, I just put it on at suggestion in the chat.
No, it's a good idea that way. Yeah. Is it Bob
choosing an imp?
Oh, that's not good.
Listen, the thing is, if like
that makes it more likely that I'll be bad.
I feel like that's kind of the rite of passage to make them have a hard first game. That's happened to a lot of us. So.
You got to get thrown into the fire.
Bro, Dwight made me drunk my first game. It was cruel.
Jack Indy. Team. Who else?
Drunk empath Gabe on his first game.
Yeah, very first game. It fucking sucked, dude. I straight up not fun. You got cooked on that one, Gabe.
Yeah. Dude, that was so funny. I was not able to play, but I was like curious to see how you were doing, and I was just like, oh, let's pop on the stream. Popped on the stream, saw Steven was the imp. I'm like, okay, hell yeah. I like Gabe's the empath with a little drunk logo, and he's going hard after Caroline, and I'm just like, oh no.
After Caroline
like,
and O.
I know 100% it's Caroline, and Taran and Steven are just sitting there. I'm like, oh no, this poor guy.
So Dwight gets to pick who's who? That's crazy.
One character.
I think they do it as like a.
Well, it does say one or more, so theoretically.
Yeah. He could do the whole thing.
Is it normally random?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That must mean he's cooking up something hellish.
Yeah. He didn't invite this many people here to not fuck with us. Let's be honest.
Means Omer's gonna be the evil twin when it's.
I'm gonna kill him. I'll actually kill him. Dwight, if you make me the evil twin, I'm quitting the stream.
I don't think we have him.
I'm just gonna
it's not in the script. Don't worry.
This is something y'all can go back and y'all can go back and watch this later on the VOD. Gardner was just on as a safety mechanism. I did not change a singular thing. To be very clear.
Okay.
Dwight trying to farm views from us.
Yeah, right. I'm just telling you, I did not change a single thing. So here's the rules.
As Gambit.
Oh, I want it to be.
Do we believe him?
Taran's grinning. Bad sign.
Yeah, and he's sticking 3.5.
You want me to turn it up?
Oh.
Everyone sees their role, correct?
Yes.
Okay. In that case, good night, everybody.
Wait, no, I don't.
Press
I do think I need to start fast.
Hit T.
Got the rectangle up.
Okay. Thank you.
Literally, somebody said like one of the only games they watched was last week when I was so bad. There's already so much heat on me. We'll see who else is around. What my bluffs are.
What does buy escape now mean?
Well, we're not.
Here we go again.
Dwight is. We're not in chat. You know, we're not even in chat. What does it mean? I mean, hopefully everyone around this circle has already done that.
Mm-hmm.
I just assume.
I have to manually assign these, don't I?
You and Parvati should have a competition.
I just need
not a competition.
A role that will get me through the day.
Yeah,
Shark
but
Bait, I think it's 25th.
Her press will bring stuff to you.
And then
it's like when Jim Rice tried to get Mike Holloway to goad him so he would get voted onto Cambodia.
I've been working on this fucking book for 10 years and she comes out with a vanity memoir. Are you fucking kidding me?
Scally told me he bought her book, but not yours.
I think Scally's the
demon. What do you have to say for yourself, Scallywag?
I guess is it even worth it to Star Pass
inaccurate.
if I have a Scarlet Woman? Because there's 3 minions. Very likely we have a
Just
Scarlet
as
Woman, right?
a reminder, please pay attention to the left side of your screen. If I'm pinging you, I might be pulling you into the night chat.
Jack Atkins.
Give me credibility. That's fair.
My bad. No, just kidding.
I'll try to get a sense during the day. Oh, he might Star Pass to a different minion.
So only certain roles get pulled into like night chats. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
And Jack, you can hit O on your keyboard and see the list.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Wow, I've played this how many times, and I just found this shortcut. Thank you for that.
Isn't that crazy?
Oh, he does have to.
Yeah.
Like 8 times. I'll never remember it.
Same with taking notes by clicking inside the circle. That's a game changer.
Dude, Owen, the other day when I played on his stream, he was, because I was the pit hag. He was sending me like evil info via chat, like notifying me in the top right corner.
Oh yeah.
He like told me, and so he told me, he's like, yeah, I sent it to you. I'm like, how the fuck did you do that? You told me who my demon was in the corner of the. It was crazy.
The cards.
And then I can like reply with a thumbs up. That was insane.
Sam, you've been playing this game forever now. How do you not have change your background?
Are you talking to me?
Both of you. It's Sam and Sammy.
I like this one.
How do you change your background?
You go to Q, Burdette, and then user, and then
Don't you
click on
usually
your
get talked to early?
Oh wow!
Bless
me.
I can't really plan anything until I know.
Who's this
when.
creepy
only get a
child one?
cool one like buy Escape Now or Roxroy Toad if you buy the game.
Roxroy Toad is the best one, objectively.
Yeah, truly.
What does that mean? Is that a real name for one, or is that we've created that?
That's Owen's profile.
It's just
my post time.
Roxroy Toad.
Does Roxroy ever jump on and play?
Oh, I'm here all the time. No, he's a freak.
My last message to
He's
Roxroy.
spirit. He's usually the storyteller when Dwight's there.
The last text message I sent to Roxroy was a picture of Roxroy Toad.
Did he reply?
No, he did not.
Sports goggles on Survivor is actually incredible. Like that's next generation.
Yeah,
like that's
Rex
game
Specs.
right
You know what's
That's fire.
iconic? You know what's an iconic Roxroy story is after the game he was like, or Daniel Strunk was trying to reach out to everybody he never met in the game, and then asked somebody to give Roxroy his number, and Roxroy was like, "I'm good." Or Daniel.
Or Daniel.
Here we go.
What's up?
Hello.
Sorry for taking so long. You have a couple new recruits on your evil team.
Okay.
So, first of all, your minions are Liana,
Okay.
Gabe,
Okay.
and Andy.
Okay.
Your bluffs are. Hold on. I already. I can't. Yeah. Your bluffs are Soldier, Saint, and Washerwoman.
Soldier. Saint. And Washerwoman. Okay. Are there more people going after me?
What do you mean?
Do I have time after this?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that it?
That's all. Yeah. Thanks.
All right.
but it could also just be bullshit.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
believe
kind of why I
this
was
is
like,
Gabe.
you know, what's the point of this? But
Well, there's some roles that like are pretty fine with like coming out public right away, and then other people who would rather keep it a little tighter, and so that's kind of why people do that.
Gotcha. What
Okay,
are some roles that are generally good to come out early with?
The first four.
Washerwoman, I can't
The top
do.
4.
Your mileage may vary here. You know, obviously there's different ways to play everything, but those ones have first night information that can help town solve, but their utility is minimal after that.
I think I'd take Saint, right?
That is one way to play it, but yes, that's a reasonable way to play it.
It's also like it. I think a big note is that it's okay to die. Like if you're good and you die, that can be a good thing, right?
Yeah.
Like
if you like helps correctly,
yeah.
Just if you're a top 4 role and you don't share it immediately, know that Sam is going to be really mad.
I could say Washerwoman.
I'm correct.
Make up fake info
I told
and
Sam
volunteer
this
to
game was gonna
die
be a lot of
first
47
round.
people and he goes, great, so I can be frustrated without feeling bad about it.
I was unapologetic.
The issue with Washerwoman is that I think I die early if I do Washerwoman.
Hey,
I have to be.
You can be night 1 and not share it, but if everybody that's night 1 all of a sudden doesn't
Slayer
want to share
shot,
their
that's true.
information, yeah, I'm gonna get a little upset trying to solve the mystery.
But you're bad most of the time.
that is also true.
And is it generally good with the 3 for 3 to kind of give the same avenue of like role type, or is it good to, okay?
But then you have to think like if you are, think about like what people are taking away from that. So some of those roles are like very like juicy targets. So if you give 3 juicy targets, you will be a juicy target.
And if there's a chance you're talking to an evil person, and you just don't know it. So.
Okay, cool. Thanks, guys. Andy, did you get all that too?
Yeah, I could Washerwoman somebody and say they're soldier.
We'll see how this goes.
Andy probably played this game for years before he got
Andy.
He's lying to everybody.
I guarantee Andy's sweaty.
As someone who played with this dude, don't listen to a word he says.
There's no shot. Andy's not the sweatiest person in this lobby.
Yeah, right.
Damn. Oh my god.
I think maybe I'd talk to Liana early and get a sense from her what she's thinking. Know what her role is.
I heard in communication that a way that you can memorize your speeches is if you write it down and then put it underneath your pillow and sleep on it. So I put on a Dwight Blood of the Clocktower stream under my pillow, and I'm here to let everyone know that it didn't work. Right?
Did Shaheen give you that tip?
Oh no, listen, man. All right, I went to school too. All right, but he's got a nose ring, so I do trust him.
And what I could say too, I could say that she was one of my.
You think she would text me back? No shot.
Things of questions. If I choose to
You
watch
think I'm getting
Woman.
that text back? It's crazy. She told me she was going to throw me overboard on this boat
If
that we're
not,
going on
I could have
tomorrow.
conversations in my mind.
And if cameras are rolling, she will do it.
It'd be great if she was. I mean, we have a good chance of hitting any
Just for
one of
fun.
these.
How long is the cruise?
4 days.
Okay.
Are you all going to get either COVID or Norwalk virus? What are you all going to
Scurvy.
get?
Hello, everybody.
Thank you, Dwight. Thank you.
Guess what, everyone? Your storyteller, myself, has died. What a shame. Go find the demon who did this. You have 5 minutes for the first day. Go crazy.
Hello.
Hello. Yes. What are the bluffs?
Washerwoman, Saint, Soldier. Which what minion are you?
Well, the thing is that there's one that's unaccounted for, right? Because there's 4 of us total.
Yes.
So I would be willing to like throw Butler out there or something, and then if I die, then that's fine.
Well, so you're not the spy?
No, poisoner.
Okay. There's a good chance we have a spy if we can communicate with them.
Do you know? Does Dwight tell you who your minions are?
No. I know who they are,
Okay.
just not what roles.
Okay, so Gabe and I cheated. Gabe is the Scarlet Woman. We weren't supposed to talk about it, but we did. And Andy is the other one. I don't know. So you should check with Andy.
Okay. My thought was I can either be washerwoman and volunteer to sort of die early and pass it, and then clear whoever I pass to, or I can claim saint and try to live for a little.
Okay. Maybe talk to Andy. Andy could be, if Andy is the spy, Andy should be saint.
Okay.
Potentially, right? And then Gabe, you could clear.
All right.
Okay.
Hey, how's it going?
Hello.
Hi.
Are you the spy?
I'm the spy.
Perfect.
So I know everything. So
Okay.
Gabe wants soldier to bluff, and I want to bluff washerwoman. Is that cool? I know there's 4 of us.
Oh, yeah. I mean, those are 2 of my bluffs. So.
Okay. So how does this work? So what are you gonna claim?
Well, that leaves saint for me theoretically. You could also claim saint if you want. I think saint would be good for me to last a little while, but I think I might get slayer shot eventually. Do you know? Is there a slayer?
Yeah. Sam is the slayer.
Okay. Who else? Any other roles I need to know?
I have Scaly as the monk, Sam is the slayer, Jack is the virgin, Jofo is the fortune teller. Sorry, this is fast.
Fortune teller.
Fishback is drunken Raven's keeper.
Oh, that's interesting.
Sammy is the undertaker. And Owen is the empath. And then there are a couple others, but that's what I wrote down.
Okay. All right, I'll go saint. You can go washerwoman. Gabe is free to take soldier.
So Liana, I don't know what she's gonna do.
Okay.
That sounds good. That's what we're gonna do.
Be careful. They might want to kill the washerwoman early because you have a one-time use roll basically.
Gotcha.
Which is why it might make sense for you to take saint.
Whatever you want. I mean, you're in a hard carry us this game, so you take what you want, and I'll take that.
I expect there to be a lot of heat on me, quite frankly. But if you're prepared for washerwoman, we can do that. All right, I'm going to talk to Quinn.
Okay. All right.
Aha! Oh wait, where's Andy? What the heck?
Oh, I didn't realize you wanted to talk to both of us.
Oh yeah. Wait, is there a way that we could invite him in, or?
We can, but I think he's already talking to Puya now.
Oh my god, we lost him. He slipped through our hands, Taran. What are we gonna do? First of all, happy birthday to your cat.
Oh, thank you. It wasn't his birthday. It was a couple months ago, but it was sort of like that was like the oldest one of the oldest pictures I had of him.
You're just all right. Devious. That's scary. I'm curious. In this game, what are you looking to do? You know, how do you want to play this game? We have America watching.
I think I'm looking to build an alliance. I think we got to find some people we can trust.
Yeah. And who do you feel comfortable with? I mean, you spoke with Andy.
I did speak with Andy.
He giving off good vibes?
He's given me some good vibes. He's new to the game, so I feel like I'm.
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
There we go. Finally, it took me a little bit. Nobody was willing to come in a room with me.
Bro, it's so awkward. Oh, but yeah, we're here. We're here.
Are either of you Night 1?
No. I'm not, at least.
I didn't get any information. That's what that means, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, Night 1.
Damn. I heard of a virgin, and so I'm trying to find. I am not the virgin, but I heard of a virgin that I'm trying to get nominated by Night 1 info. So that's what I was doing there. I also do not have information yet.
Okay. Have we heard of any outsiders?
I have not, but we'll have it. We should have at least 2. We could have 4 if we have a 75% chance at having 4.
Yeah, good chance. Okay. Anything else?
Not yet, but I'll let you know.
All right.
Go team.
Oh, sorry, Sam. Sorry, Sammy.
That's okay. What?
I was like, bye.
Can we start with outsider claims, please?
I have heard of
Steven,
an outsider.
hey, and should we wait for Steven? Yeah, we should probably wait. He's talking to Dwight.
He's just trying to sell his book. That's all it is.
He's getting.
Don't be fooled. He's not talking. And this is why it is the best book that you can buy right now.
Get that bag.
He said he'll take off his breathe right strip if chat buys 10 copies of the book.
I thought someone had maybe punched him. I was like, oh no.
Hello, 15 alive. Feel free to discuss, nominate, do what you want.
Is there a spy that would be really helpful to know? If you're the spy, could you tell us? Got new players. If you're the spy, you're meant to tell us.
Rule number 1 of espionage.
I do think outsider claims or night one info would be a good place to start here.
I have
Okay, this is.
There's a 75% chance we have 4 outsiders.
Yep.
Okay, you know
Okay.
what?
Go ahead.
I am not going to reveal my night one information, but I will nominate Jack Atkins, and let's fuck around and find out.
Are you going
Wait,
to do
what?
this now?
Yeah.
Wow.
Great.
Why?
Omer's
the only person I actually told my role to.
Omer nominates Jack. Omer's executed and dies. Good night.
Oh.
Okay. Good job.
Good shit, Omer.
Okay, I think
Yeah,
that's bad news.
Let's go, Omi.
Woo woo.
Wait. What is this? What does
So,
this mean?
Jack, your ability is the Virgin, which means that if a townsfolk nominates you, they die automatically.
Yeah.
So essentially,
I
that just
didn't realize
confirms
both of you.
that confirms your role and that Omer is a townsfolk.
Yeah.
Or
so
he-
gosh.
This means
Or the spy.
Jack is 100% the virgin. Omer's a townsfolk, or Omer could be the spy.
Yeah.
Just keep.
I think I have to kill Sam here.
Yeah, sorry. I knew I was the virgin. I didn't realize that it was just saying nomination was enough to do it. So
That's why I told you, Jack, when you said that. I was like, that's perfect. We'll see what happens.
thanks for making the ultimate.
Man, what a martyr. Shout out Omer. He's such a good guy.
Now everyone knows I'm a virgin.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't
it's
worry
kind of
about it, we
tough on the
know.
reputation.
Don't worry about it. We did not need to play this game to know.
And I can
Chad
freely
Bond,
kill
all right? What are we
Fishman
talking about?
Clocktower for raising
He has a
Fishman.
license to chill.
Yeah. Pow, pow, pow.
How was the premiere? Was it fun, Jack?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Awesome.
Yeah, we're working on it, but thank you for asking.
Hell yeah.
Andy, were you saying that you were an outsider?
No, I had information. We can talk about it tomorrow.
And if you go to your the right side of your screen, you'll see a little envelope with my name. You can just send me information there. I've been messaging you. You've been leaving me on red, so I just wanted to make sure you were seeing all my stuff.
Watching Scally tried to
Oh please! I
Yeah,
responded
me and-
immediately.
oh.
We'll start.
I think I kill Sam. I talk to Jofo.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, hello.
Who would you like to murder?
I'd like to murder Sam.
Sam? Alrighty. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh.
Why are people being mean to that person from Love Island? Quinn.
Okay, so it's interesting. So she does have a kid, and she did keep that child a secret from her
Everybody this
couple.
season keeping something a secret.
Well, at first I was saying she was low key the Derek Levasseur of her season, where it was like, oh my god, she has this secret she's gonna share on finale night, but she came clean, and she's just a little jealous, and people are like, she's immature, and I'm like, I think that it's good TV you're jealous of people flirting with your man of 4 days. I think that's good TV, but people are taking it in the wrong direction and saying that she shouldn't be on the show, period. And I'm like,
for
try to imply that he's drunk.
Well, no,
or
just that she's so
poisoned.
jealous. The child thing isn't that big of a deal breaker. It took her a little bit to share, that she had a kid, but
that's so stupid.
I shouldn't have followed up with
people to be
AJ.
jealous, otherwise, what's the point?
Yeah,
I don't know if Liana was referring to me or.
They should have let Machete Guy stay
probably
too.
Was, right?
I think that she and probably Jeremiah are both a little overly jealous, but that makes good TV, so I'm fine.
Yeah, we're watching two people love bomb each other, and I'm just like, you know what? Go piss, girl.
How can you watch Love Island? It's like 70,000 episodes. Of what?
This is my first season, so
Big Brother. Like, this is nothing. This is nothing.
Very manageable.
The fact that New Era Big Brother is going to make one of the episodes 90 minutes is actually fucking insane.
You don't
I
want
can't wait for that episode
Brother
to
Week
not
Homer?
be Thursday, like to be Wednesday.
Right, to be let's repeat the veto instructions again. Like,
yeah.
Good morning, everybody. A shame that Sam has died tonight.
Sam.
Oh,
Sam. What do you know?
No. Oh no.
Jeez.
Hello.
Hey, buddy.
So
you know who I am, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You're free to take soldier.
Okay.
I'm gonna do saint. I think Jofo, who is the fortune teller, has already pinged on me.
Okay.
So I don't know how much longer I have, but
so be prepared to take over for you.
Yeah. So I want to try to honestly stay away from you as much as possible in case there's extra heat.
Good. One last thing. Do you think I'm good to start hard claiming soldier to people?
Yes, it's one of my bluffs, so it should be free.
All right, gotcha. Sounds good.
Yep. Oops.
Hey.
Hello.
What outsider are you?
So I'm the saint, but you read me as recluse.
No. I got a fortune teller ping on you one night, but then I didn't the second night. So that's why I was asking if you're recluse.
Interesting.
I did you and Fishback night 1 and got a yes, but then I did you and Omer night 2 and got a no.
So that implies Fishback could be bad, or you could be wonky.
Yep.
Okay.
That's why or he's the red herring.
So you don't have a read on an outsider, so we still don't have another outsider claim.
No. Fishback told me he heard of a butler, but he didn't tell me who.
All right. Sounds good.
All right.
Or wait for people to come back. It's odd number claims is awkward. Now you're alone.
That always happens. I'm efficient in my conversations. Everyone else is just chit-chatting away. Oh, Dwight's gone now. All right. Let me try to get invited into Quinn's convo.
Oh,
hey.
I was just in a call with. Okay, what's up?
Oh,
What's up?
I was trying to get involved in the call. I was all by myself.
No, and then
I
he
thought,
left.
hey, Quinn will invite me in.
Yeah, I saw it. I clicked it, and then right as I clicked it, I said, "Okay, Taran's joining," and then he was gone. I was like, "Oh, I think he may have gotten confused."
Well, he's a good person to talk to too because he's confirmed good.
Oh yeah. Unfortunately, he is a virgin, but we're taking him out to the club. I'm gonna be his social catalyst. We're gonna help out the kid,
So right now, I think I've heard of 2 outsiders. Okay. Which I would say implies there's a Baron, and there's a third and a drunk probably. So outsider count is going to be important. There might be a ping on Steven, but we're not sure. That's sort of the other piece of information I have at the moment.
Okay. And then is there anyone that you don't feel necessarily the best about? I know that it's early rounds, so there's that, but
there's nobody I've talked to that. Yeah, there's nobody I've talked to that feels bad. Asia was talking to me about outsider pings. Jofo, I think reads good. I haven't talked to Fishback. We have the ping on him. That's the biggest thing I have at the moment.
Okay. And I have a question for you. You've played this game many years.
Well,
centuries.
Yeah.
You're
I'm
self-proclaimed
as old as Frenchie.
Yeah. Oh shit. My question is, what would be some roles that if you're an imp, you would claim? Like, is it an outsider or is it a townsfolk?
Like mayor, soldier, those kind of roles are usually.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
All right.
Thank you.
All right.
I should have said Saint. And I shouldn't have said soldier. I panicked.
All right, I was the Slayer. Stephen Fishback, explain yourself.
Well, okay, I was the only person who knew that, but I don't think I would be so
It's
stupid
a spy. Yeah.
as to
Yeah.
kill you as the only person who knew that. It would be.
I do agree with that. No, and like there's a high likelihood we have a spy. But like to me, I'm also like, why kill a Slayer with 14 alive players in the game when
it's not the
there's
best.
bigger fish to fry out
Slayer's
there?
not like a high.
Yeah, I
Could
wouldn't.
be a-
It could just be coincidence, though, too. I mean, like you're a threatening player. Like it could be Andy, who has something, angry at you.
Yeah, who has scores to settle.
Could it be?
Am I angry?
Could be part of an operation of some sorts, maybe named after a country.
Could it be a mayor bounce? Like, would that make sense for Dwight to do?
Seems aggressive.
Yeah,
Maybe.
because okay, I don't know, just an odd kill. I feel like, but
Can we revisit the outsider discussion?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can we
Yes, please.
I think I've heard of 2 now, possibly.
I've heard of
You've heard of how many, Sam?
1 outsider.
1. Okay.
Can we say
Are
what
there
those
any-
are in any way? Because I think it's helpful for everybody to know, and not helpful for us to not know.
Yeah.
And especially there are 2 that are not that impactful if you just tell us.
I've heard of a
Okay.
I've heard of a butler.
People have heard of a butler.
Butler and Saint are what I've heard.
You heard Butler and Saint. I heard a recluse. So that's
Oh, okay.
3.
I've heard that there might be a
Potential.
drunk king also.
Is there a librarian with a drum king that would really help?
Yes.
Is that you, Omer?
Yes.
Well, since do you want to share it?
Nope. Because then it could give the evil team a chance to
Okay,
cover
so let's-
their bad info.
Yeah, so let's assume we have a baron then. And
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
So we have 4 outs. We have all 4 outsiders.
Yeah.
Noms are open, by the way.
Okay. Any other information? Night 1.
Night one info would.
You could really help
probably good at
with
this
a
point.
game this big. Is there a reason
Okay,
not to? I guess if there's an Undertaker, there's a reason not to. But that's the only reason not to, right?
So
Yeah.
I mean, I'll tread carefully not to be too crazy, but yeah. So I have night 1 info. I sort of double checked, and I feel like I have good. On go to 30. I know who it is.
Don't. I wouldn't share it, Andy.
Okay.
If it's what you were telling me, I think that should not be public because that's a bad thing to have
Okay.
public.
I've
Okay.
heard of night
Everyone's
1
gonna wanna
info
go
against
talk to Andy.
Fishback.
Ooh.
Against me? What is that? A fortune? I mean, there's like no against. There's no single thing that would target a single person.
I've heard of night 1 info that says Stephen Fishback could be bad.
So that, but then that would also implicate somebody else, right? There's literally no role that would like uniformly implicate one person.
Okay.
Is it? It sounds like an investigator ping, which would have 2 people in it if it's night 1 info.
Is there a reason to not
He's
shoot you,
dead.
Fishback, if there's information against you?
I don't mind. I think at this point, if it's I don't think my role is going to come into play if there's already stuff.
And for those of us at home, what is your role again?
Well, I haven't really shared that publicly.
Second call.
I don't think this is not a good kill. I'll tell you that. This is not a good kill.
I think that the
Do we
fact
have a
that
better
Stephen
kill?
doesn't want to die is fine to kill, but also I think
Ooh.
we should kill the recluse as well.
Aaron, who you
if
wanna
they're
kill?
willing.
Do we
I
have any
would love to
indication of
kill-
who that might be?
I would love to kill the recluse.
Let's kill the recluse. You can save me for later.
Does anyone
Yeah,
want
who's
to come
claiming
forward?
recluse?
I think it's
Well,
weird that the
under
recluse
those
is not coming
circumstances,
forward.
I think in a game this size, the recluse could come forward. think it might be beneficial for.
I think it's very suspicious that the recluse does not come forward.
Okay,
because-
it's time.
I think it's time.
Ladies, gentlemen, NBs alike. My name is Quinn, and I would like to formally come forward as the recluse.
I nominate Quinn.
Tell us
Okay,
why,
well,
Jofo.
Everyone
Quinn,
says
I
to
can
kill the
only vote
recluse.
for you if you vote for you. So that would be helpful.
Quinn, your defense.
Don't kill me. I want to play. Come on.
Hey.
Get juked out, Liana.
It takes 7 votes to put Quinn on the block. Running it.
This is so toxic. Look at what happens in this game. You tell the truth, and they send you to the Shadow Realm. Murder!
It's not the bad
Murder! Boo.
9's enough. Quinn's on the block. Any other nominations for it in the day?
Seems unlikely to be beaten.
That does seem correct, but anything else? 5. With that, Quinn is executed and does die.
Bye, Quinn.
Ooh.
Okay, good night.
So nobody's coming forward as Butler or Saint.
Kill Owen, Sammy,
I feel like
Scally.
very clear if you were paying attention, one of those roles was revealed.
Was it really?
Owen
Yeah.
wasn't listening.
Yeah, no, that doesn't shock me.
Scally, can you text me who it was?
No. Let him
Yeah,
sit
let's
on
let him
it.
figure this out.
I'm already texting him something else, so it looks like I'm telling him right away.
Sorry, Jack. I'm finally looking at your text.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, that's
Don't
the
leave that
reason
right
to
again.
kill Owen, so he doesn't see a 1. Sammy's just going to see Recluse or something else. It's not going to be super helpful, I think, yet. Scally is just dangerous. Jofo needs to be poisoned. I assume Liana knows that, but I don't know that she knows that. I should have talked to her and confirmed that she was continuing to poison.
Is anyone willing to say?
Hello.
Hello.
Please murder.
I think I'm going to go Owen.
Owen?
Yeah.
Great. Sounds good. Thank you.
It's also possible there's no Baron and 2 people are lying about being outside.
It's possible, but the 2 most likely to be killed are open, and 1 is already dead. So I don't think
I'm happy to be a sacrifice, by the way.
Yeah, I don't think the evil team would jump at the opportunity to claim a disposable role.
Yeah.
Okay. If Liana dies, I'll trust her. Who did you buttle, Liana?
I picked Puya in the first round.
Okay,
and I picked
classic.
Quinn.
Be more obvious. Okay.
Ew.
Wow.
Ew.
So what did Puya do?
Yeah, exist, Taran. I existed.
Ooh, that was nice ASMR.
Ooh.
You're welcome.
That was a 4 Loco.
Is your heart okay?
It's not me.
An ASMR person doing it with a Four Loko would be so funny.
Right, like there's something so calming about ASMR.
They're tapping on the can with the nails, open the Four Loko, crash out. It's a good time.
What's up, sluts? We're shotgunning a Four Loko.
Drunk texting my ex, but it's ASMR.
Sammy, I also need to speak with you. I've been hearing some rumors about what you've been saying.
Consider. But this sounds spicy, and I'm totally in for some hot gossip.
And it has nothing to do with this game.
Someone got measles in Ontario.
Was it you, Sam? Good morning, everybody. Oh, and Dynamite.
Shit.
I think this has to be a spy game.
You said it like
Does it?
Dinda was your middle name, Owen.
Why do you say that as an education?
Oh, okay.
Curious.
Oh, okay. Hello.
Hello.
Okay, so that's interesting. I felt good about Owen.
I had not talked to him.
Okay. Yeah, we talked for a while. And I think the first day. And so I thought he had, I was trying to find mine. He gave me a 3 for 3, which was Empath, Fortune Teller, and Raven's Keeper. But I have
Okay.
reason to believe someone else was Raven's Keeper.
Oh.
And so but I could be wrong about that person too.
Well, usually with Raven Keeper, you're like not trying to get that out there. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, okay, that's true. And I feel like the person who was claiming Raven Keeper would be good at that. Okay, and you are Town.
I'm an outsider. I'm the Saint.
Okay. So then, if you're the Saint, and we know for sure there was a recluse, did anyone claim Butler?
I think Liana did. She was saying
Okay, so then we definitely have a drunk. I'll just go ahead and tell you. I haven't told anyone else. I'm the chef, and I got 1. But now I have reason to believe, like, okay, we have a drunk, we have the recluse, we could have a possible
Right.
spy. It could be incorrect.
Okay. I mean, it'd be weird to make the chef drunk. I think he's done it before, but like, you only get information once. But I guess it is valuable information, so.
Right. If we tried to use that the whole time. Okay. Well, then that's good to know. But yeah, I don't know.
All right.
Okay.
Unfortunately, the person I felt best about was Quinn, and he was the recluse instead. So.
Right. Yeah. I feel good about I don't know about I felt good about Scally. But now I'm not so sure. And then Jofo.
I do feel good about Jofo, I think.
Yes. Okay. I do need to talk to him.
Yeah.
'Cause I haven't talked to him all game. Okay.
All right.
Cool. Bye.
Okay. How the fuck? What's up? How are we doing?
Doing well.
Hey.
Do we feel like we're getting closer to the murder? You know, because as a dead man, I feel particularly useless.
I mean, you still have a vote, you know?
No, that's true. Maybe I'll burn it tonight. Who knows?
Why are we always the 2 people that nobody talks to, Quinn?
I know, it's so funny. I was like, yeah, let me see. And then I was clicking stuff. Oh, you have to click request private chat. Okay, that makes sense. I was just clicking people's names and it wasn't doing anything, so I was just awkwardly sitting here. I went to the graveyard at one point. It was great. It's dusty in there.
There we go. Oh boy.
Hey, buddy.
You got there just before Omer.
Yes. What are you?
I'm the Saint.
Yeah, I heard that. Okay, that's what I
interesting. I haven't told many. I guess I have told a couple people.
Well, it was in your threes, and then I knew that someone else has a washwoman claim. I didn't think you were the mayor. So I will tell you that I mean, I'm just going to tell people at this point. I'm the Raven Keeper. I think it's a spy game.
Why do you think it's a spy game? Because you're not dying?
No, because Sam the Slayer and then Owen the Empath were the first 2 kills on this 15-person board, which is crazy.
I mean, Slayer's not that valuable, right?
Yeah, but it's like someone you want off the board fast because they can like just end the game, or
That's true.
Yeah. Anyway,
I mean,
all right.
I think there's a good chance you're not actually the Raven Keeper, but that's fine.
Okay.
Don't punish us. Don't punish us.
11 alive.
I think it's finally time to reveal my information because I just got the info that I needed to confirm my information. So I was a librarian. I got a drunk ping on either Sammy or Jofo. Sammy just gave me information that now I think that it's Jofo that's drunk. And unless Sammy is the spy that knows everything, then Jofo information, whatever you're gathering, probably not true.
To be fair, most of Sammy's information was public already at that point. So, but socially, I believe Sammy.
Okay, yeah. That would also potentially clear up a potential double claim.
Oh.
So that would help.
What's the double claim?
Yeah, what's the double
claim? I have heard a potential double claim on what I believe Jofo thought he was.
Empath.
Well, he would actually
That
be...
wouldn't clear that up because...
That wouldn't clear that up.
Because of what my token says.
Oh.
Yeah, you still have the role. You're just drunk.
Your token says empath?
I never said that.
Yeah, he never said that.
Who thinks they're empath?
Hasn't been publicized.
Yeah, hasn't.
I've heard a few different.
I've heard 2 different
claims,
names
so
thrown out for empath as well.
Indicate someone's drunk or
Okay, so all right, so I was the washroom and I pinged that either Owen or Liana was the empath. So I was a little bit concerned that Owen died the next night because I told a few people. I don't remember who I told all the information. I don't know. I was trying to keep it a little bit subtle, but I could have told an evil person, maybe.
That does sort of work against my spy game theory. If in fact it's just people telling people who the empath is.
Oh, and if you're the empath, did you get any info? I assume...
Nothing useful.
Okay.
It was consistent with the other claims I've gotten from this part of the board.
Like you got a 1 on Quinn as a recluse?
I did get a 1 on Quinn, yeah.
Taran, are you claiming Saint?
Yes.
I think we should nominate one of Taran or Liana.
Agreed.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, not the one claiming Saint.
Yeah, I think Butler is probably the better one there.
Yeah, I'm fine for that.
Wait, but why is that, Sam?
Well, I think we have 2 outsiders are confirmed with Quinn and a drunk that exists because of a librarian ping. So I think these additional 2 outsiders could very well exist or very well could be bluffs that the evil team is making. So if we have a role like an Undertaker or something and Liana was killed, we can potentially figure out if Liana's telling the truth or not, which would tell us a lot about whether or not there's a Baron and therefore implicate Taran.
Noms are open.
Have we heard?
Could the drunk ping have been poison?
We have not heard an rumblings of an
been,
Undertaker, but I still think it makes sense to kill Liana.
Could the drunk ping be drunk?
Steven?
I think that at this point it seems likely that we do have the 3 outsiders because I spoke to Liana very early. They would have to somewhat coordinate a little bit to get it sounds like Quinn came out pretty fast as Recluse, Liana came out really fast as Butler, and it sounds like Taran came out decently fast as Saint. And so without any kind of coordination with 2 outsider claims, it seems, I don't know, To me,
Do
that
we
does
have
not
a better kill though? I don't.
But how do we
Well,
know
here,
that there wasn't
I
Corey?
think there
So, like,
might be.
Let's not kill
Because
Evan.
Can I make a
Asia?
nomination?
Asia was trying
Yeah,
to.
I think okay. So I am the chef, and based on the information that we have gotten so far, if Jofo is drunk, and we've discussed, like most likely wouldn't be drunk as the chef, and we know where the recluse is. And I trust Owen and Liana. I feel like the one could be Sammy and Scally.
So you got a chef one?
I think
Why
based on
can
how
that
I
not
have
be Quinn Liana?
based on how I have my board filled out right now, if the chef one is accurate, Sammy's the only person who's in the middle who's not next to a blue.
If we have a recluse, so Liana would ping with Quinn as a one.
So
Yeah,
Jofo's information says Sammy, but if he's drunk, it could be.
That's
Liana.
not my information. That's just
But
from
not
what
if
I've learned,
I'm
not
saying
from what I've. Not
Just
I'm
call for
operating in the
nominations.
world that I trust that Liana is the butler.
Second call for nominations.
I'll nominate Sammy.
Tell us why.
Just what from Asia's information and plus how I have my grim filled out. Sammy's in the middle of two people who I don't have any solid information from, and I don't have, and so I think that that's a good reason to kill her.
Sammy.
It's not me. That's the best I can say. The people I've talked to, I have a group of people who I think trust me. I think enough people know how I play if I'm evil, and this is not it. So it's not me.
Oh God, I hate that. I hate that voting block over there.
Why? This is a good voting block.
I went after Fishman last round. This is certainly not
Anything
voting.
else before I run this vote?
This is Jack, please.
Jack, don't vote.
Jack, don't do
Running
that.
Don't do this.
Well, you might as well
Some
get
panic
him.
happening.
Jack, we don't need
Oh
your
my
dead vote.
God, that's
I
so.
don't think-
It's bad.
especially
It's
we don't need this
bad.
many votes.
Oh no.
I don't like that.
Dumb
Dude,
as
why are you
hell.
saying it's bad?
Oh no, Jack's not dead. Never mind.
Oh, that's really bad.
Why?
Why?
Yeah, why is it so bad?
Okay.
I think that's first of all, it's Sammy. She's always bad.
I would like to nominate Jofo.
Tell us why.
In the off chance one of us is drunk. Jofo, I don't know what your information is that is potentially ongoing, but I have a reason to think that I'm not drunk. So if you are, might as well just get you off the board. And we don't know anything about Fishback's role, and Saint is a really great bluff for someone who's evil to not die. So,
Jofo, your defense.
I'm not bad.
And what's pertinent for
Solid.
this? And for around this vote for.
I mean,
Jofo.
there's information saying I'm the drunk. I'm not bad.
You just nominated Sammy, who also has information saying she's the drunk. Maybe.
No, but Omer is saying that I actually am the drunk.
Although the reason that
Possibly.
was because Sammy,
I would have.
was reliable.
I would have loved to find that out by leaving Sammy alive for another night, but we decided to put 8 votes.
I'm going to run this vote. It takes 8 to tie 9 next to you.
Omer, you said that you had info that cleared Sammy, or you thought made Sammy seem good, like reliably good.
Unless she's yes, I think that there's enough information on Sammy that I think we should kill somebody else and save her for later.
Yeah.
And I don't think, and if people really need us to reveal why, I think we should, but then it loses power if we do.
I'll nominate Liana.
Why?
Because based on what I know about Sammy, I think that Liana is a better kill here, and that maybe we could reevaluate Sammy after.
Liana.
I would even put a dead vote on it if it came down to it.
Oh,
That's
boy.
how strongly I feel.
Liana.
Oh my God. Well, now I feel, I was like, I'm fine to die. Now I feel personally.
Wow, yeah.
No, I mean, look, I get the logic behind it. I'm fine with that if you want.
Can we just say what the Sammy information is? Like,
No.
It's just
Well,
feels
it's the
minion
chef
panicky
ping,
to
isn't
me.
it? Is there something beyond the
I
chef
think
ping?
it would be fine to say, but that's up to Sammy.
Okay. Anything else pertinent before I run this vote for Liana?
I don't understand. Can I ask one? Okay, no.
It doesn't matter anyway.
Sam's entering the nihilism part of the game.
No, it's. I think we've lost too many good folks to the dark side here. I think.
Can I ask a clarifying question to town? Are we saying that we think Puya or Scally are bad? Is that where this chef, like, you're so certain that I am evil, is
That's
coming
the
from?
implication is that you are paired up with either me and you, or you and Scally, which is why you're like the middle pick.
But why? Okay, but I'm so confused.
Well, if it's a chef one,
Why are we
It's a
trusting
chef
that?
one. It's a chef one info that's been put out there.
No, I get that.
But
like,
okay, but it's a
because
chef
everyone
one.
else is accounting for each other. Like
By
everyone else
process
feels
of
confident with
elimination.
yeah.
But
they feel
So
confident
but
with
it's
their
a
surroundings.
I mean, the
It's also
chef
looking at who's
two
been
also.
killed.
The chef two
it's
could
a
in
chef
theory
one
be.
when we
Chef
very well
one.
could have a
Sammy is
poisoner
in the thing?
too.
I was gonna say the chef one could also be like Quinn and Liana if Liana's actually.
What are
dead.
what are the odds they do the poisoner hits correctly night
If we
one?
They have to hit correctly.
Very likely.
Or
You're hitting
you
somebody
could
though,
be
right?
lying, and why are you keeping a night one info person in the game?
Anything else before I end the day?
I mean, there's no point in
I don't
not
like
saying
this.
it anymore. The
Five.
Sammy is allegedly the Undertaker, so
someone
if
should
she's
nominate
gonna
someone,
die,
then.
like it's
Two.
actually
I tried.
stupid to vote her out
One.
right now.
With that, Sammy has been executed and does die. Good night.
Oh my god.
But there's obviously going to be a Scarlet Woman in it.
Okay, I think
Even if
my
she-
options are
It was not the imp fish.
Scally, Jack, Jofo. I'm leaning Jack right now.
Steven, at all.
Just
He
to
can't
clear
escape my mind as
him
a
off the
man.
board, he's too.
I appreciate the plug.
He's just cleared good. I think Jofo is hopefully toothless at this point, between already not suspecting me and now with a potential drunk ping on him. Even if he does get me again, I think there's enough to cause doubt. Scally is just annoying as a monk. He could always block one of my kills. But I think Jack as Virgin makes some sense. I would hope that Scally doesn't protect him, but he might. I think I leave Fishback for later. Number one, I think he could get some sus on him. He's kind of stumping for our team right now. Number two, a later in the game drunk Raven Keeper pick would be great. I also don't even know what Puya is. I'm hoping Liana's keeping him in check. How long does Scarlet Woman last? 5 or more players alive. Plenty of time. The reason I kind of don't want to kill Scally is that there's still some sus on him from the Chef 1 ping. Whereas Jack is fully clear. It's just a little bit of a risk that I miss a shot because he's protecting. And I just need to make sure Jack's off the board for the end game.
What the
He's also like not a reliable vote with us, I think. He's next to Sam. Sam has been kind of on the other side of things right now. Yeah, see their messaging. a lot. Yeah, I think Jack is the kill.
Is that Omar's ASMR?
Yeah,
Are you
that's
using a
what-
Four Loko bottle to do that on your mic?
I thought Quinn and I were gonna do a musical.
Yeah. No, this will cook.
In a 4-baddie world, Chef 1 should not clear Gabe, but like... Oh no, I think what you're saying is right. Almost that... With Gabe surrounded by 2 confirms.
Okay, I'll stop.
Because it's almost the opposite. It's like more... It's less
have a
likely
bot?
to be...
Yeah, I'm
Not
probably the
near a
best Bopit
person?
player in reality TV.
I don't
I'm
know
not
what
even
the...
kidding. Good claim.
He's doing that with his voice. He's
Math
not
I was an
is.
only child with a bop at extreme.
I'm hoping they don't
so
know what the math is.
If we ever meet in person, we'll have to duel.
Yeah, that would be good.
My good friend Tucker was in a Bopit Extreme commercial.
Wow.
What?
Isn't that crazy? Isn't
That
that
is
nuts?
crazy.
That is
He was
wild.
supposed to be on Stranger Things.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Which is coming out this year, and I swear I can't remember a thing.
Yeah.
They're pushing 40 now, you know? So it's like,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no. I'll be watching like a YouTube. Here's what to remember before going in.
Oh, absolutely. Literally, Millie Bobby Brown is married.
I hate that.
I want to
Bobby
talk to them about Stranger Things,
11.
but I feel like I could get pulled in at any moment.
Hello.
Hello.
Who would you like to murder?
I think it's going to be Jack.
All right. Sounds good. Thank you.
Is anyone else overthinking this? That this got passed to a Scarlet Woman, and Dwight is explaining to the Scarlet Woman.
What that means and now what to do.
Hey, babe, were you evil?
No, and right.
What'd you say? Am I sleeping on the couch tonight?
Yes. I
I'm
just want to
cooked.
play games with my friends, and I don't want all my friends pointing fingers at me. So I blame you, Owen.
We didn't even talk this game.
Fine, no one's talked to me.
That's why.
and that sounds toxic, Owen. I can't believe you're doing this.
That couldn't be me, man. Couldn't be me.
It's always his fault.
Yes.
I'm playing Clash of Clans. What's going on here?
Good morning, everybody. Jack died in the night.
Jackie boy.
I was kind of wondering why that hadn't happened.
Oh, does the Virgin only
Same.
go once?
Okay.
And he's
First
confirmed
time
good.
nominated.
So that,
Okay,
that's
gotcha.
why.
I see.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
people wants people with sus in the final 3.
Hey, Taran.
Hello.
I see you cruising on the treadmill the whole game. That's
Yeah.
impressive. Yeah, obviously, I'm confirmed to be good. You're the Saint.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you have any like info on Jofo or like Puya? I'm trying to piece things together. There's some things that aren't quite adding up, and I don't.
So
really know
yeah,
what's
the thing about Jofo, I was reading Jofo as good because he was sharing like his pings with me. But he could be drunk, which would mean the pings are useless in the first place.
Yeah.
Or he could just be lying, but then the drunk ping would be on Owen, right? Was Owen the other one?
Yes, and yeah, that's the thing. I feel like someone threw out that Jofo was drunk, and it's like kind of accepted.
Mhm.
But there's other things at play that would indicate to me that there's some drunkenness or like poisoning or something.
What do you think might be poisoned or drunk?
I think there's been a couple empath claims that would indicate some drunkenness or poisoning, but I'm trying to piece things together, and I don't want to reveal too much just because I want to like see what people say,
Yeah, that's fair.
But I do want to talk to like Julio real quick because I haven't talked to him at all. So.
All right.
Hello.
Hello. I just talked to Jack, and he thinks that Jofo is not the drunk, and that I guess Owen is the drunk.
I think there's a world where I think there's a world where where Jofo's not the drunk too. I don't think Jofo's the drunk. I think that it's very likely that Omer is the drunk because Dwight loves fucking with Omer. I think Omer is probably the drunk librarian who saw two people who were not the drunk.
I think that's possible. I'm pretty sure you're implicated if he's not drunk now.
I know. I have talked to him about that. But I still trust him. Okay, if that means anything to you. I still think it's good info. Yeah. I told you what I am, right?
Well, you said you were the Raven Keeper, but
yeah, and I think that's a good red herring.
To have, I see.
But I think that I don't mind dying. I don't. Every round someone is pushing on me. I'd rather not. I mean, I'm still like hopeful I'll die at night.
Mm-hmm.
Who died at night last night? I was in the bathroom.
Jack did.
That's a good kill. There's also a world where it was a mayor bounce, which is why it took some time, and he was discussing with chat who it was. But
so the question I think I have is: do we still think it's Puya or Scally, or should we just kill Liana as Butler?
I mean, there's no reason. I mean, eventually we have to kill Liana. I don't think it's crazy to kill.
They just seem so desperate to kill Liana and save Sammy.
Yeah, I don't know why Scally. I mean, I haven't spoken to Scally at all. I don't know anything about what Scally's claiming. Do you?
I don't.
Yeah. Okay.
I haven't talked to Scally.
Yeah, me neither. Should we try to get him in here?
Yeah. He's in a group conversation with Puya and Liana right now.
I want to try to get in with him.
All right.
But yeah, I mean, Gabe claims soldier to me, and he's someone else I'm a little suspicious of.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Where else are you thinking?
I feel good about Asia. I think I need to talk to Andy. I talked to him early, and he felt good, but
yeah, I mean, the washerwoman into the empath. He's either the spy or the washerwoman. So he's probably not the demon.
Mm-hmm. All right.
That could be a mayor bounce onto Jack.
Okay.
That would be a good mayor bounce.
I mean, doesn't it makes sense to kill Jack? He's confirmed good.
Yes. But I'm just trying to think of why the night took so long. It could have been like Dwight discussing with chat who to mayor bounce it onto.
Could it if it was a mayor bounce? This is meta, but it might be like a newer player because Dwight was debating whether they should help him out.
9 alive for you to discuss.
Okay. I'll come forward with my role at this point because I'm probably just going to be poison locked. I'm the monk, and I protected Jack last night, but was poisoned, so he died anyway.
Oh, interesting.
Who have you told you're the monk?
I had told Omer and Sammy, and that was it.
If there's a spy, I guess that doesn't matter.
Thanks for trying, Scarlet.
Yeah, it happens.
I don't trust that Taran and Liana are outsiders. I think we should vote out Liana.
I agree.
Omer, you never trust me.
Sure. What speed are you at, bitch?
I think there are potentially more pressing matters, but as always, I'm happy to die.
I think Liana's a good kill as the butler, but
Liana, what are the pressing matters?
Yeah.
Well, okay, so the thing is that we've been talking about the Chef 1 and like what the Chef 1 information means and where that could potentially be coming from. So it's either Puya or Scally. I mean, obviously I can understand why you would think it'd be me, but it's Puya or Scally on that side. Or there's this group of 4 or 5 over here from Fishback to Gabe that is also could potentially, if one of you is lying, also
can't be if you're operating on Chef 1 because I said that.
If you're
okay, then I guess it'd be Fishback to Taran. Then
it could be me. Yeah, right. Me, Joe. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No, but Asia, you could also be evil, sitting next to an evil person, saying a Chef 1 to pull suspicion off.
Oh yeah, but if we're relying on the chef, if we're basing,
if we're using it at all
on the Chef 1 info, we should trust that.
Imply that it's a good chef.
Yeah.
So did Scally? Who did Scally tell about his role?
But I don't.
Omer and Sammy.
Neighbors.
But so I'm still. I would ask, right? Like we just went through a pressing matter, which is a chef one. Killing Liana addresses both outsider claim. We can clear up that, and we can address the chef one in one kill. That feels like a much better kill.
Yeah.
I'm
like, what is a more pressing matter for that?
I'm down to kill Liana because I think Butler is dangerous regardless. I just got a little worried about that last vote and how like desperate people seemed to be, like saying, "Oh, I'll signaling, I'll use my dead vote." Like,
yes, because I
Well,
thought
I
it
just-
was
well-
to kill Sammy.
Well, that was only Omer saying it, and Omer, I think, is.
Well,
pretty
he had
badly good.
like he had
He's
role
definitely
information
good.
that he
died
didn't
for
want to
good.
see us lose, right? In that, with Sammy. So that kind of makes
but
sense
Sammy
to me.
being Undertaker is like such a easy bluff. Like
Sure,
as
but
spy
also
or even
Saint
even
isn't
just
an
so
easy
is
bluff?
Saint.
sure,
So
yeah.
is
like the
Butler.
ultimate.
But what I'm saying is that like nobody would say, "Oh, Taran Saint, therefore I trust him implicitly. Let's be desperate to get the vote
Yeah,
off
but
of
also,
him."
since when are we gonna put so much weight on Omer having a moment? Like that is the most like. It's Omer.
I just feel like
Well,
things
lost
are
right
getting a
twice
little
day.
hot, and I feel like it's maybe because Puyo or Scally is caught here.
Second call.
Can I
I'm
also
gonna
just
nominate
say there's a
Liana.
world in which I'm the real drunk, and if I'm the real drunk, then I think that Jofo is actually bad. But nevertheless,
Jofo, you said.
I nominate Liana.
Cool. Tell us why.
I just think it makes sense to clear up this outsider world, and the Butler's not a super powerful role that we need to have kept around anyway.
Liana defense.
How dare you? I serve you all the things.
Anything else pertinent for a run this vote for Liana? It takes
Really,
five,
no one gonna vote for this?
Five
I'm gonna
votes
be
for
left on,
Liana.
on an island.
This is crazy.
crazy.
Running it.
In the words of Whitney Duncan, you disgust me.
Wait,
What?
no one wants to vote
Why are
for
we
this?
not?
Really, no
I'm
one wants to vote on
Let's put it on the
It's-
block. We should put it on the block.
It's
Well,
I
really,
it's
agree.
Taran,
Liana.
Liana, Gabe, Taran, Liana, Gabe,
I
Scally?
Taran, Liana, Gabe,
Not enough.
Yeah.
well, but
Taran, Liana, Gabe.
I think we should take out Puya. I think that's the better play.
I would like.
Well, what is
to see
Puya?
Jofo.
What's Puya claiming to be? Do we know?
Alright.
I mean, is it?
A bunch of people have known from the beginning. I'm fine to put it out there if you want it out there
Uh,
now.
no, we have a nom going on. Scally, why not me, Jofo?
Because Jofo's also claiming outsider, so we can address that. There's the chance that if it is fishback through Taran, that one of them is the spy registering goods, so still giving the chef one. And I just don't trust the left side of the board generally.
Jofo defense.
I haven't claimed outsider to a single person, so that's an extremely confusing thing to say.
If you're drunk.
I'm not.
He didn't claim that.
Okay, so you know what I mean.
No, I really don't. That makes no sense as logic.
Yeah, but he's like buying into the fact that he is the drunk.
Jofo, your defense.
I have no idea what you two are saying, respectfully.
I will say earlier, I feel
I'm
like
not
you were. Earlier, you did. Someone said you might be drunk, and I feel like you kind of just like accepted that instead of.
I've certainly not accepted it. I'm still operating as if I'm getting decent information, but also, if I'm drunk, then I'm drunk. But that doesn't make me a claimed outsider, such that we need to clear me.
What about your info then?
Anything else for a run this vote?
You said you're getting decent information.
Yeah, what's your role at Jofo? What info are you getting?
I'm going to run this.
I'm better off to die during the night.
It's weird that he's saying it. He's the fortune teller,
takes five.
allegedly, but it's fake.
Running it. Not enough. Any other nominations today?
I'll nominate Puya. I think
Why?
between him and Scally, he's more likely to be bad. He's kind of been taking a back seat, trying to keep heat off of himself. And I think that if there's a chef one, it's most likely Sammy and Puya.
Puya defense.
I think y'all are putting a lot of weight on the chef one. I feel like at this point, I might as well tell you what my role is. I'm the mayor, and a couple of people have known this from the first day. They've known my information has been out there. They've known from the first day. But I really don't have much else to say as far as like taking a back seat. I have been talking with a bunch of people, Taran. You have been one of the few I've not talked to. But yeah, that's where we lie currently. That's where I stand currently. And I have not much else to say. Only that I know some of you had mayor in your 3-for-3s, but obviously that wasn't the case.
Anything else pertinent for everyone to vote?
I've got pertinent. I think there's a world where the people that didn't vote on Liana are the evil team, and that this is an attempt to try to get Puya, who's a good player, off the board.
Yeah,
100%. I think that's 100%
Yeah.
what happened. Gabe is bad, Taran is bad, Liana is bad. 1
I don't trust Fishy either.
I voted on Liana.
I do trust Fishy, actually.
Anything else for I run this vote for
You voted
Puya?
on Liana Fishy?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, kind of late when you saw your vote was going to be the third vote.
Running it.
Well, but enough time to get it on the block. I said let's put it on the block and voted late. It was an early conversation. I trusted her, but I talked to her so soon out of the gate that for her to be claiming outsider, I mean, I don't know.
Also,
Butler,
what if H is bad?
Any other noms? Give me like 30 seconds.
Homer,
Very
we have
well
not
could
even
be, but-
talked. I am not bad.
we should kill someone here, right? Let's kill Andy or something, right?
Why?
Like, or first time. I nominate.
I think it should be Scally.
Disrespect nominates Asia. Tell us why.
I feel like we need to kill someone. I actually do trust Asia, but Asia's a first night info role, and I don't think it's crazy to kill a chef claim. I'm really sorry, Asia. I actually think you're good, but I just didn't want to not kill anybody.
Asia defense.
I don't
So it concerns me that Gabe, Liana, and Taran are not trying to say anything when Sam is making that claim that y'all are the bad team. No reaction, no nothing.
Yeah.
So if you do kill me,
I also just realized too that we have a third. I forgot we had.
Asia, nominate
The
Gabe.
world-
I'll vote for him.
okay.
The
okay.
world
'Cause
where
if you
Liana-
kill
Okay,
me,
this is
they're
about
the
Asia's
majority.
Yeah, nominate Gabe next. I'll vote for that.
This is
So-
about Asia's nom.
Yes.
Asia.
Don't vote for me because the bad team will win.
Anything else before I run this vote? Running it.
Can I just say the world where Liana's bad doesn't work for me because I know I'm the Saint.
Sure, for you.
I'm happy to vote out Liana as Butler, but I think there are better options.
I actually trust you.
I mean, there's still a world where there's no drunk there.
The reason I don't feel the need
Hey,
to
someone
vote
nominate
is because
I nominate Gabe. I nominate Gabe.
Yes, Les. Yes.
So I'm nominating Gabe because the role he's claiming, as I'll just put it out there, we don't have that many people left, is the easy role to claim. He's claiming soldier. So for me, that's very easy to role to claim, and I just don't have any other suspicion besides. But that also, I that also really confuses me with my chef one.
Yeah, I mean, I think the better suspicion is Scally at this point, even though I think it's more likely Kuya.
Gabe, your defense.
Yeah, I mean, I'll happily nominate Liana. I just think that there were better people to take out, but other than a Butler. But I'm more than happy to nominate Liana. I thought a better option was going to come up, and I haven't voted for anybody yet. I don't think a better option's come up than Liana through any of the conversations. But
It's too late to kill her.
Oh, so we can't renom somebody?
No.
No, that's
Also,
all the next
now
round.
that you're out,
we need
we have to vote on him.
we need all town. We have 4 baddies. We need all.
I'm
town
tied
on
to
that.
Andy. So I can only vote if Andy votes. Like, I'm throwing that out
Not
there.
true. Not true.
I would have voted
I don't know what to
for
do.
Joe.
If you tell me to
I
vote
want
right now, I'll
vote
vote.
for Joe
Anything
vote,
else
Sam.
before I
And the
run
reason
this
I don't
vote?
feel
Well,
the need
we
to
don't
defend
want dead
myself
votes.
against the claim that
if
I'm
that's
on
the
You
case,
said dead vote if we have to, but this is
the
actually...
only
and
meaningful
you give
piece
me
of
the green light.
information, the only
This is
meaningful
our-
piece of
these are our
information
good
we've had
people
this
alive.
game is the chef one. And if we're operating off the chef one, then the only person left to go with that's available for nomination, Scally. No.
Okay.
I agree.
Does
Why-
anybody have
why
a
don't we
meaningful
have
piece of
more
information?
information?
Has anybody said anything other than the chef one?
I think that
15
Scally's
players, y'all
people
are
are just
over-talking
sort of
a lot.
twisting things around.
Okay, y'all are over talking a lot for 15 players. I'm gonna run this vote. Just be careful, right?
It's fine. Notice who's not voting. Evil.
Scally's getting away with murder.
Andy, you freaking spy, Andy. God damn it! I should have known.
I don't know what to do.
Dude.
Sam, I've been telling you.
I don't know what to do.
I don't know what to do. Everyone is saying vote for it.
Oh, Andy.
Right. It's so confusing.
I'm gonna nominate Scally, or I can't. Somebody nominate Scally.
No, don't. We got a good kill here. Why?
I'll nominate Scally. Can I nominate him?
Yeah, you
Well,
can.
that's only if
Tell us why.
Taran is bad. If he doesn't want Gabe to die.
Tell us why.
Because if the only piece of information anyone's willing to give up is this chef one, then Scally's the only other place that we can go where we actually have information pointing us, in-game information, not just conjecture, not just assumptions based on social cues, in-game information pointing us towards somebody else. Does anybody want to offer up information to the contrary? And I will vote with you. Because nobody has given any ability or in-game information that points to me. And we do have that for Scally with Asia's Chef 1. So if anybody wants to own up to a role or give anything else other than a Chef 1, I will vote with you.
Scally defense.
Wait, can I talk here?
Scally's defense first, and then y'all can say
okay.
brief
I claimed Monk pretty much immediately in the game to Omer and Sammy. People said like Scally's people. I haven't talked to Puya and Liana until this very past round. I haven't worked with them basically at all. I am Monk. If you watched my face when Jack died, it was on the floor because I forgot Poisoner existed. So no, I'm not bad.
Am I allowed to respond to that?
Like one sentence, two.
I think that again, there's no in-game information that suggests that. It's just social cues that he's using, like his facial response.
The only reason I think we maybe not vote for Scally is the Chef 1 could be Quinn and Liana.
Yes.
In which case, then throw it on Liana.
Anything else pertinent?
Yeah, we tried. You guys didn't vote for it because you got all the bad team alive.
Wait, my pertinent is that the Scally Chef 1 assumes that Sammy is bad, which I think a lot of people have moved off that assumption. So.
Have we? I haven't moved off that.
We're not going to get an empath.
Aaron, for your face when he says that my token is either Undertaker or drunk. I cannot wait.
Why would you suspect it might be drunk? Didn't you get accurate information? I thought that was the whole thing.
You're dead voting
You
on
haven't
it?
even asked for my information.
Owen, why? Owen, why?
Oh no!
Wow! What the hell was that? What was that?
Scally, if you're actually the monk, I think you should pull a power play. Who are you saving tonight?
Because it would be funny.
Right. Why would I
Anything
tell
else
the
for
evil
today?
team that? They're just gonna poison me anyway, but it doesn't matter. I will take the chance they don't.
This is good
No wheel.
because this takes
With
this
that,
can take out a pass.
Gabe has next to you and does die. Good night.
All right. So the question is,
Sneaky
do I
Andy.
star pass?
What did we say, Sam?
And dude, Andy.
Wait, let me talk. Can I talk right now? No, wait, hold on. We'll talk about
The
it.
washerwoman thing makes
I simply
sense
did
now.
not vote once. I'm lost.
You didn't vote on all of the ones for the suspicious.
So I thought
people.
there was a plan. So there was one plan I was ready to vote for, but no one else who I talked to voted for that. So then I'm just like, I had no other.
Omer,
good lead.
I was sitting there being like, he has to be good because the washerwoman info was good info, and then I realized that we had a third minion.
The
I'm not
problem
used
with
to playing
Star
any
Pass
minions, and I
is
was
that
like, oh shit, he's just the spy.
they're on
who,
Andy
who
now.
the role.
Yeah,
I feel like I'm still not the most likely person to get killed yet.
If you're the spy, you already know it.
You already have it, yeah. Damn it.
I think I can also try to push
on Gabe because
that I'm
if
a
we don't
minion by
have-
being
if
a
we
little
think
more
it's Taran and
obvious.
Liana, which I do, as
Which
also
usually
evil, that means
works.
We don't have a Baron, which means
That
somebody
get voted out that way.
And so we need to try to take the Scarlet Woman because that would be the thing, right? Is like Taran survives until the final 3 as a saint claim, and then even if we kill him there, it passes to a Scarlet Woman.
It doesn't work that way.
We've killed over half the people in the game now, and
okay.
only one person has given us meaningful information. I think the only thing killing me just did was take out a town.
I think there's a
and
Sam Sammy block that's happened.
And B, it allowed everybody on the evil team to go one more round without more meaningful information going to the townsfolk.
I think you don't.
I think Sam star passed early.
Oh,
That would be
yeah,
a
I
great
can see
play.
that as
That
well.
would be a great play.
Night 1.
It's happened before.
Wild.
In a 15-person game star pass. With
Yeah.
them
Crazy
sus on me?
night 1.
It's literally we've had it happen I think twice.
But in a
If you
15-person
think
game,
Sam's incapable of that, you should hear him talk about Survivor.
The way that he's tried to be like the voice of the people and push against all of the actual information we have.
There is
Taran,
no information
stop
that we have.
gaslighting
That's
us
the
at
thing.
3:45.
And I think they have Omer snowed.
Yeah, and I pushed for more information to come out, Sam, and you
Because the
were
information
a
is, I
blockade
don't
for that.
believe the information. Well, to be fair, Gabe, I did not want you to be the first kill, but when I try to put Liana on the block, we push for evil players to go on the block, and the same 4 people who are all alive don't vote over and over and over again.
We all know
it
that
seems like there's an
Taran
agenda.
Can you explain to me why I would not vote with Liana considering the world where she's bad means I'm also bad?
No, I think it's fair for you. For me, it was mainly Gabe and Andy not voting on that. Makes not really any sense because if we have we're trying to chase down Asia's Chef 1, which is then assuming that Asia is good, but then we're not voting on the action, voting down the action.
I could say the same thing about Puya and Scally, and yet nobody voted on that. Why am I not pointing out the people who didn't vote on that? Yeah, you trust them because you're that voice.
But
Well, I
Liana,
trust Sammy.
I feel like we're putting a lot of weight into the chef information. I feel like there's so much more.
Because it's the only info in the game.
Yeah.
That's why.
But it's not if you actually look at the information.
Liana's also so Susme coded for Gabe right now.
You're damn right.
I think that like
it was
small
just her
things are
45th
being
birthday.
clutched onto to try to discredit the information we have.
Liana always has been a mother quake. My mother quake.
Thank you.
Same person you called
To me,
a pick me an hour ago.
yeah,
I
she'll
don't
work
even
with
know
the
what that
men.
means,
She's
to
a
be
pick-
honest. Should I look that up on Urban Dictionary?
Andy,
I think the better play is the Hail Mary on Fishback. But who knows?
Okay, so Fishback.
Yep.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
We are good friends.
Behind the paywall.
I will
Come
send her
on.
to take you down.
That's so fire.
No.
I don't really think it's gonna work.
I'm
I think
taking
he's
it
just
out
gonna
of the
assume he's
game.
poisoned.
It's no longer about
Why
playing the
end
clock
the night?
tower.
Why stop it? Look what it's doing to us.
Did anyone get
That's
their
it. I'm
refund?
one starring Escape by Stephen Fishback. I can't do this anymore.
Speaking of the Patreon, did anyone get their refund for being told Kyle was not on season 50? I'd like to know.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
Steven, when can we expect a cover for Escape?
Hopefully soon. It just got approved internally.
It's gonna be
Nice.
it's gonna be Fishback crying in the rain, trying to pass his pals.
That romantic moment. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah, are you on the cover?
No. It's not a celebrity. It's not a cash celebrity memoir. Okay.
This means something to him.
He
Rachel, thank you.
recreated the Parvati photo shoot. That'll be fire.
I think that the play is Fishback sees something. They're gonna think it's poisoned.
Good morning, everybody. Fishback Dynamite. There's
I was
something
Ravenkeeper. I picked Liana. I got Butler. There's a world I was poison killed. But
What?
yep.
Okay, so I
Wow.
want
What
to
did
put out
I
there.
say?
Wow, and look at you now.
I want to
Back
put
in
out
your
there.
shell, Sam.
Ali, who did you protect?
I'm in the I'm too far deep in the conspiracy at this point. I think it was definitely a poison.
Of course.
Ali, who did you protect?
Listen to this man. Listen to Alex Jones over here.
We let Scally answer who he protected. Sorry.
I protected Andy. I felt like, yeah, his vote was weird, but he still felt like the most confirmed good player at that point.
I effed
Let's
up
talk about
Steven,
it.
By the way, I did F up Steven, but I can tell you. So I did tell Andy you were the Raven Keeper hard before I realized Andy was bad, but also Andy's the spy, so it probably didn't matter. They knew you were the Raven Keeper.
Can you
So
tell
it
me
makes
why I'm
sense.
this spy? Just because I didn't vote for Gabe, because
I think we need to stop listening to Sam, who has been poisoning us this whole time.
No, I couldn't. Thank you.
I came into
We're
it
listening to
being told-
Alex Jones right now.
understanding that I was going to vote for Jofo, and then people pulled out, and there weren't the votes for him. I heard nothing about
Who
Gabe
did
except for the
Andy?
fact
Who did you
that he
tell
didn't vote
about
for other
Owen?
people. I told Sam. I told Omer.
Okay. So that doesn't look good for this side of the.
I think that they have been. I think that they were caught with Sammy. I think they panicked on that vote, and I think they've been doing everything they can to push it off of Puya and Scally and create this other theory, and it's just off of vibes.
Right. Yeah, literally. Wait, so if that's the case, the chef one you're saying could be Sammy and Scally or Sammy and Puya.
I
Puya
think it's
did tell
Puya.
me early on about Mayor.
But that's such like if he's the imp, he has Mayor as a bluff, and he's going to pick that
Right.
bluff, right?
It is an easy claim. But Sam is just sketching me out.
He's
Like is
yeah.
he not one of the four?
I think I think there's a world where I guess when did Puya tell you? Was it like first conversation or?
It was night 2 or
Oh,
day 2.
so he had time to talk to Sam. I think that probably Sam star passes to Puya, gives him Soldier as a bluff, and then it's Sammy and Puya. Sammy is like either spy or getting information, or doesn't even need to get information, because the only thing she claimed was a recluse ping that we already was out in the open, pretending to be Undertaker.
How do you feel about Gabe?
Well, see, the problem is they all pushed on Gabe, which makes me feel like it can't be Gabe. Unless they were sacrificing him.
Right.
Because now they're pushing on Andy too, which feels...
But Sam and Andy, yeah, they've been messaging so much.
I think there's a world where they are maybe secretly working together and pretending there's conflict between them. And pushing on Andy helps keep it away from Puya still.
Right. Like, they could be the chef one, Sam and Andy. I say we get rid of Andy.
Interesting. Well, but I think Andy's the distraction. I think Andy's the one they want us to vote for, because I think that the imp is one of... Yeah.
Oh my God.
I feel like the imp is most likely to be Puya. He has the most impy bluff, and he's been so quiet in meetings up until like he was called out for it. I think he's been trying to like stay under the radar.
Okay. I'm going to try to talk to... Well, no, Liana just trusts whatever Puya's saying.
Well, sometimes Liana knows because... You know what I mean?
That's marriage, I guess. Okay.
All right.
Okay, I'm going to try to talk to Jofo.
Yeah.
Okay, there's 14 seconds left, but...
Shoot.
Fishy, I think it's Taran. We should just vote for him.
But if it's Taran, then it's Liana.
I think Omer's been snowed by Sam.
God.
I don't think Omer's even bad.
Is there anything worse than Dwight going like this? After the gong goes, is there anything that makes you feel worse?
He goes, "Hello."
So I think we're going to continue going down this Liana Taran rabbit hole unless we just take Liana off the board here.
I think that's a mistake.
Shouting at Dwight from here.
So I think Liana, even if you're good, you should be comfortable.
I think we can't afford that.
Well,
right?
no, hold on.
Let me hear.
Seven alive.
We can't afford having a butler alive in the final three.
That too.
Okay, what are the numbers?
Why Liana over Taran though here?
In the event that they actually are both outsiders.
Well, I think Sam would love it if you voted for me.
Well, yeah, I mean, look, Sam threw out 3 names that were all evil. Me, Taran, and Liana. Maybe it was a poison kill, but Liana per Fishback's Ravenkeeper is a butler, and I know that I was a soldier.
Poisoner.
I genuinely think that Sam. I think that Sam like big brained this. I think he star passed to Puya like night 1.
Which would totally be a Sam thing to do. Let me be clear.
I genuinely
that
and
is
then
textbook
he gave
Sam.
Puya
Taran, why would an imp who has a Scarlet Woman in the game star pass?
I think that Sam wanted to be exactly in the role he is right now, which is he's like at the bottom of the screen, just like all the credibility, like this is what's happening.
All the credibility. The kill he wanted last round didn't go through.
But I mean, it did. He protected Puya and Scally.
Out last round, and
but what I'm saying is, what he cared about was protecting Puya and Scally. Because I think what happened was we clocked Sammy. They panicked and tried really hard to get it off of Sammy, and then I was trying to go for Puya or Scally, and they were doing everything they can, Sam particularly, trying to discredit the information that we do actually have and go on like, oh, vibes, like totally they're bad. And I think that's what Sam's been doing.
It's not vibe based. I have gathered information from other people that I believe are verifiably good in the town.
What information?
Mysterious information.
Well, I'm not telling you. You're bad.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks. Great information then.
Owen, your hands went up for a good bit.
Yes. Has anyone heard any double claims like across the board?
Throughout the game, there was 1 or 2. There were a lot of people claiming empath.
I think there was an empath.
It's pretty minimal, which tells me I think we're dealing with Poisoner, Spy, Scarlet Woman. Starting to think Baron is not true.
We have to have Baron.
No, we don't, because
the world I'm building, you are lying. So the chef one.
Well, to be clear, one of the conflicts was empath.
Quinn and Liana. But this the fact that we have 4 evil players. There's only 3 bluffs given to the demon, and there hasn't been any double claim situation in a 15-person game. I feel like that's really unlikely without a spy. My leading is no spy, just since the washerwoman claim, and then dying. But then him saying he told a bunch of people. Maybe
you can kill me if you want, but I'm a little bit confused. I know I didn't vote for Gabe because I thought.
But I think at best Andy's a minion, right? Like I think he's a great spy candidate, but I don't think Andy's the demon.
I do think there's a world where Sam and Andy are working together. I think that Andy might be bad with Sam.
Nominations.
We have been known to do that at times.
That's what I'm saying, guys.
They're literally Operation Italying all of us, and we're letting it happen.
Accusation.
So let's see if we can actually do this time. Liana's good with it. Liana, who are you tied to?
Booyah.
So, great.
Vote.
Booyah's not going to vote for you. Okay. So, Liana, I mean, even for good, for the good of good, Booyah and Liana, we need to actually...
What?
For the good of the town, we actually need this...
I just feel like she's good. I can't think she's good, but I think she's good.
If I can please finish. For the good of town, we're going to keep going down this rabbit hole of Liana and Taran are bad unless they're taken off the board. And we can't get Taran off the board till final 3 given his claim. So I think we should just take Liana out now. And if the game
but what does that do for us?
Taran, it's my accusation. If you could please let me finish. So for the good of the town, I think we just need to take this scenario off the board so that we don't have to keep talking about this tomorrow and the next day.
Liana, your defense.
I've been on board with this from the get-go, so I'm happy to go here if it rules out something. My only concern here is that I do have Jofo as a question mark of being bad. So like, I understand the logic from the perspective of the town, but then I'm like, okay, well obviously I know it's not me. I don't think that it's Booyah or Scally. So I'm back over to that other side of the board with Jofo, Taran, and Asia.
Not me.
I mean, I'm confused about Jofo's logic here. I don't think it makes sense, which does make me suspicious, but...
I'll also say that Owen and Fishback both claimed empath to me. There is a world where Fishback is evil, and the Chef 1 claim is Jofo and Fishback.
Right. Anything else pertinent before I run this?
Or the Chef 1 is Jofo and Taran.
But they're really going after each other. I mean, which is,
I mean, that's a strategy.
Yeah,
I'm Omer's drunk, for what it's worth.
If we don't believe Taran, we can't believe Liana, and then she's she's the chef claim.
Again, Sam with his logic out of thin air.
Well, I mean, that's not logic out of thin air. I mean,
his vibes logic.
Taran's just trying to vote all of us. He's a minion trying to get us to vote him out.
All right, 4 votes is enough. Liana's on the
Jofo, I think you're so far off on this.
Liana is also evil.
I'm telling you, I think Booyah is the demon. I think he is the imp.
Then why wouldn't he let Liana go? I think
he's protecting Liana to like separate himself from the group that I am suspicious of, that I think other people might be suspicious of.
I think Taran's been making a lot of noise in the last 2 rounds, and I'm kind of like, I don't think I buy anything he's selling. First it's Sam, then it's me, then it's Liana.
It's not Liana. It is Sam and you. That has been consistently what I've been saying.
Anything else
if you
before I
trust
end the
Taran,
day?
if you don't trust Taran, then you cannot trust Liana.
Exactly. His logic doesn't even make sense.
I don't listen.
I don't understand why.
Come on.
Oh, because of the outsider, is what you're saying.
Yeah. Ending the day in 10.
I'm nominating Booyah.
Why?
Because I think that trying to say he believes Liana but doesn't believe me makes no sense in the first place. As I said, I think he was trying to lie low in meetings. I think that very likely Sam star passed to him, or otherwise just like took a kill, or maybe he got mayor bounced. I think Sam is bad. I think he's been using his dead status to maintain credibility. I think he's been trying to protect Booyah and or Scally, but more likely Booyah.
Wait, what do you mean he got mayor bounced when he's the mayor?
Right.
No, Sam. I'm saying Sam might have died via mayor bounce or something.
The only claim mayor is Booyah.
Yeah.
I don't think Puya's the mayor. I don't know what to tell you. I think, quite frankly, I think the more likely theory is that Sam star passed, but I think there's a world where he died some other way. I just don't know.
Puya, your defense.
Hey, what's up? So my thing is, Taran, I'm not even like going all in that you are bad by any means at all. I'm just saying you've produced a lot of the noise in the last couple of rounds, which makes me a little bit nervous. But ultimately, all it comes down to Liana for me is that I just don't think she's bad. Now, as far as what if you think this person's bad, then she should be bad. That's fair. I'm also not putting all those puzzles together. I think the idea, the notion that I have been imp from like round 2 and I've been straight chill and smooth means that you've just never seen me play this and squirm in position. But also, I don't think you should base that information off of anything. But no, I am legitimately the mayor. I also think trying to get rid of me here makes sense if you do not want me in a Final 3 scenario. So I understand.
Hey, Dwight, can I add relevant when there's an opportunity?
Yeah. Quick.
If you think this is drama, you should check out all the drama in the new novelist, which you can buy now at StephenFishback.com.
Anything else?
Yeah, if we're gonna talk about noise, all of the noise that's been started this game has come from Sam. I think that's indisputable. And anything
I completely agree.
Anything that Taran or anybody else, not even just Taran, has made noise about has been in direct response or support of what Sam has said.
Mhm.
Every piece of commotion in this game has started with Sam.
And between the Chef 1 and now the Raven Keeper.
Okay,
like,
but he is cooking.
Okay, I'm gonna run this vote for Puya.
Yeah, he's cooking a crock of bullshit right now that everybody's eating. Congratulations.
He's literally convinced people to disbelieve all of the actual information on the board.
That we have in the game, yes!
And he refuses to give any actual counter.
Also, Omer, you can't be the drunk, and so I just remembered that, like something we talked about 2 rounds ago. It can't be you.
I can't be the drunk, but if I'm the drunk...
No, you can't be, because you died from the virgin ability.
All right.
Okay.
Scally, big night for you, dog. Big night for you.
There we go.
2, 1. With that, Liana has executed and does die.
If we don't end this game without taking a shot at Puya or Scally,
Good night.
It's going to be so sad. We literally had them. We had them dead to rights.
This way, like, you're a disaster.
I'm sorry. What information points anywhere else, Omer?
You are sound so much like you're lying. And if you're actually telling the truth, go work on that, and maybe actually go at 4 times.
And that's coming from Omer.
Omer always thinks I'm lying, especially when I'm telling the truth.
Is there a world where Taran is playing minion so hard because he's the imp? Like, he's just like going so hard as a minion. Like, I can see Taran pulling that off, where he's like, let me bluff as a minion by creating so much chaos.
Sam getting as scot-free off as he has is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I have to say, it's unbelievable. He's starting all
We
this
literally
commotion.
have played
You think
games.
he's not smiling ear to ear right now, hearing everybody support his claims based off facial cues and vibes?
I've literally
I trust Sam so hard.
I've dead clocked Zach
we know,
doing
Quinn.
exactly what Sam is doing
my
right
guy
now.
right now.
We played a second game last week where somebody did exactly what Sam is doing. Zach has done exactly what Sam is doing. It's wild.
Yeah. No,
The problem is that Taran is the most suspicious guy on the planet.
Yeah, it's you can't use him walking towards the camera for the whole game. It's suspicious. I agree with that. It's suspicious. It's crazy. I know.
No, I'm not out on the Sam thing. Like, Sam came to me out of the gate, said, claim Slayer to me, and then died and was like, I am the Slayer. Like, well, explain yourself, Fishback. I don't know. It was like it really was quite an aggressive way to like.
And you had an early ping on you, so there was a lot of reason to try to frame you at that point, I think.
Well, he was the first. Yeah, I mean, he wouldn't have known about the early ping. I'm not out on that world.
I agree. He threw a lot of shit at the wall,
And people are allowing it to stick.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Look, I hear the point where like Sam has said a lot of things for sure. The one thing, Taran, that I would like some clarity on is you keep mentioning that he's star pass. Let's follow that.
Puya, it's possible it's not you. It's possible it's Scally. I just thought it was you. And I think that you trusting Liana is sketchier than not.
And I would like to go on record. I've been pushing Scally. I have not pushed Puya. I think it's Scally.
Yeah. I feel like I'm on record pretty much a simp, no? Like, that's very obvious. Like, I trust her no matter what, right?
Is that
I mean, in a perfect world, we would have
rolled?
killed you and then Scally, and it wouldn't have been an issue.
Okay, what about this? What if Scally was lying about the monk thing, and then with the pretending like he protected Jack? Is that something?
Yes, I've totally thought that's a world where it's like it's like a clever way to out yourself as a role.
Yeah.
That gives you credibility by almost having no credibility.
And he's had a pretty
about,
smooth road to where he's at now. Like, he hasn't had too many accusations, and then he just says, "I'm a monk," and
I
then
just want to talk
the
about
conversation keeps going.
tonight.
And the only bit of support that Scally had for his monk claim was that he had a facial cue after Jack died.
Who else is bad?
I also told two people very early, including Omer, who died right away, on the virgin death.
Omer, who is on record saying Sam is, quote, cooking with his manic claims of
Omer
or spy.
Omer is the second most confirmed player in the game.
I just want to know how Jack feels about all of this.
Yeah, I've been thinking along. I think that maybe I won't articulate this as well as I probably should be able to, but I think it's Andy, Gabe, Taran, and Liana.
I've seen Jack talking to Sam like all game via private messages.
Well,
we are neighbors.
Hello.
Killing Asia.
Asia, right?
Trying to mess.
Yeah. Good point.
I think that there's no Baron and that they're using it as cover and that Andy was a spy. They all knew what roles they could
Trying
play.
to pin the entire thing on there being no Baron with no other information even to back that up is such a wild claim to me.
Yeah,
Is anyone shocked that the first-time player is regurgitating all of the things that Sam's saying right now? Literally, he's Sam's mouthpiece.
The
It's
thing
also-
about your
you
bluff
guys
is
are
there's
all
no way to
agreeing with
prove
each
you're
other.
telling
It's a
the
very specific
like. There's no
unit
way to
that's all
prove
agreeing
against it
with
either.
What each other are saying. Like Taran and Gabe are riding for each other harder than anybody else. is
Good
riding.
morning, everybody. No one died tonight.
Let's go, Skelly!
All right, that could be a sunk kill. But either way, this is good because it gives us another kill. That could be like a
Mhm.
sunk kill to prove a monk claim, or it's a monk protect. Who did you protect
What
last
does
night?
a sunk kill mean?
I protected Asia.
The demon can choose to attack a dead player.
Oh.
Order operations.
I'm back to Trustin Scally. Woo!
Hello.
All right, Scally, is it you?
It is not me, is it you?
It's not me.
Okay.
I do think it's more likely Puya, but I think there's absolutely a world where it's you.
Okay. I mean, maybe. I don't have anything to convince you otherwise. Like that's just what it is.
I mean, I'm trying to think of because you could have basically set up that monk by sinking
I
a
don't
kill.
see why I would have sunk a kill when it gives the good team another round to be voting.
Well, I think very clearly the consensus is with you at the moment, so having more votes is actually not a bad thing, and having further evidence to
The
support you.
implication
I'm
that
kind of talking myself into it, Scally.
All right, if you want to nominate me, you can feel free.
Maybe it's still Puya.
I thought you were maybe gonna try to star pass Andy.
I thought about it, but I feel like if I die, it just looks so much like a star pass, and Andy's the only other person they're looking at.
Yeah, I know. That's a tough thing.
My only hope is that they don't want to kill Andy, they don't want to kill me, and we kill someone else, but...
Yeah. Like, I mean, again, I think you can potentially throw Sus onto, like, we can try to get it onto Jofo and, Asia is what I was trying to do.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a world where Scally set up, he sunk a kill, and then claimed a monk protection.
Okay, yeah, that's a good... Okay, yeah, we can go with that as well.
And then... Yeah, I think Jofo's just like a lost cause at this point, so I think pushing onto him also makes some sense.
Okay.
All right, anything else?
Okay. No. This is gonna be tough. Oh, wait.
I've known you've been lying since.
It's not me. I think you've been snowed by Sam.
You don't have to play the game when
Six
it's just
lies,
us two in a
talk.
room.
Can I ask Andy a question?
Yes.
So Andy, early on in the game, you told me that you were the washerwoman and you wanted to go talk to the two people.
Yes.
Who were those two people?
It was Owen and Liana, and I pinged that one of them was the empath, and then I think the very next combo I had was with Owen, and Omer was in the room, and Owen and I corroborated that he was in fact the empath. He died the next day, but I told a few people that those are the two names on my ping. And listen, I've explained myself with the last round a couple times. I don't remember, like I was in a public room, but I think everyone left. But all that to say, like I thought the vote was going one way. I thought it was going on you, and then I looked at the Grim. I thought that the votes were not there, so I didn't actually vote that way. But that doesn't mean I was ready to vote for Gabe, and that was the only thing going through my head. And now I've been called a spy by like 4 different people. I just want to get that out there. You can kill me because my power is expended, but that is literally has been my game the past few rounds.
Steven?
There's a world where Scally sunk a kill there but there's also a world where like Asia was the correct kill last night, right? Like whoever was trying to kill someone, like Asia was the right person for the demon to kill because she's the most trusted person in the game right now that's alive. So I'm not totally sold on that world. I mean, I probably Scally is the person to kill, but I don't know.
Kill to pin it on Scally.
I have so in response to that, the only world, so the situation where that's the world is because they should be poison locking Scally right now if the poisoner's alive.
If the poisoner's alive.
So then that means Liana is the poisoner, which still points at Taran being bad.
Yeah.
I mean, I disagree. I think the world where Scally sinks a kill there is the world where Liana is not the poisoner and Scally is bad.
I was following Steven's road of his information. I'm not saying I believe that world.
We have 2 kills though, right?
I'll vote for Taran if somebody nominates him. I don't care.
But Jofo, do you want to share your info? Presumably it is drunk info, but
it's definitely drunk info. Yeah. So does it matter at this point?
No, I'm voting, by the way.
I'm the fortune teller in theory. My night 1, I got a yes on Taran and Fishback. My night 2, I got a no on Taran and Omer. My night 3, I got a no on myself and Omer. My night 4, I got a no on Scally and Asia. My night 5, I got a no on myself and Liana. And my night 6, I got a no on myself and Andy.
Okay, so wait, but in what world are you the drunk and the only yes ping had me in it and I'm bad?
That's why I don't think you're the imp. Well, I don't think you're the starting imp. That's why I was pushing on Liana, not you.
But what I'm saying is that like you got 2 yeses, both of them on Fishback. One of them included me.
I got one yes. I got a yes on you.
Oh right, sorry, I was a no on the other.
On you and Omer.
And the only alive person that you didn't name is Puya.
That's correct. Yeah.
Second call for nomination.
So if you all remember back on day 2, I said I have information that Steven is bad. That's what that was.
I guess what I'm saying is, in what world are you drunk and the only yes ping you get is on me? Like, why would he give you a yes?
No, yeah, Taran. That's why I don't think you're the starting imp.
The star.
We get 2 kills, right?
Yeah, right.
Why, if I were a minion, why would he give you a yes on me? That doesn't make sense.
Yes on you and Fishback, and no on you.
Right, but he doesn't know that he's going to recheck me. Why would Dwight give him a yes on me, not knowing he's going to recheck me eventually, and potentially have him push on me immediately if he's drunk? He's going to give him bad information.
Second, I mean, not second.
I don't think you're the starting imp.
Sam,
Steven, should we leave it at 6?
I don't know. Oh no, I don't know.
I think we can go one down here, right?
Let's
but then we don't kill it 4. Puya,
You're 5 and 3.
Puya, let's kill you here.
So can you explain why?
Well, I mean, you're the mayor. We're not gonna like go for a mayor win.
Why not? Let's go for a mayor win.
Yeah, why not? I feel like the fact that
I think the fact that Sam's pushing Puya over Scally makes me feel like more like it's Scally now.
Isn't there a world where it makes more sense for us to sleep tonight and see what happens overnight to get us to 5, and then we act on 5 instead of acting on 6? Because we're not going to kill on 4. So if we're not going to kill on 4, the same logic tells us not to kill on 6.
Voting on 5 instead of 6 narrows
30 seconds till the end of the day.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Taran's gonna pass. Taran's gonna pass tonight. By the way.
Maybe, or we just...
Are you planning to kill me? Is that what's happening?
10.
I'm
gonna nominate Scally.
I'm very dead.
Okay, fine.
I think that he sunk a kill here. I think it's actually the only thing that makes sense. I think he knew that he had the votes regardless, and he's trying to add credibility to his team, but I think it actually implicated him more because
the only thing that'll make me trust you, Taran,
Omer.
is you yourself.
Why would I do that? I think it's Scally. I think we vote Scally here. I don't think it makes sense to not vote.
Scally defense.
Again, I told Omer I was the monk very early in the game when he was one of the most confirmed players in the game. I don't feel like I actually was the person with the most sus on them. Felt like you guys actually were pushing a lot more towards Puya in the last round, and so I would not.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so why would I feel the need to go ahead and sink a kill and like use that round to gain more trust in myself? I didn't feel like super under when I got nominated. I got your vote. Like that was it. So I didn't feel very like at
That's
risk.
what I'm saying. You felt comfortable enough to face more votes. That was part of my argument.
Right. Anything else pertinent if I run this vote for?
I think Taran could be building an accurate world, and I still think we shouldn't be voting on this.
I think we should be voting on this.
And
I don't know why we
don't
wouldn't
think
vote
this is
on
a good
this.
idea to vote on.
You don't think so?
I think we should sleep tonight and get more information overnight.
Anything else pertinent if I run this vote?
Sorry, Puya, what do you want to do?
Nothing. I want to chill.
Okay.
Oh boy.
All right. Anything else for today? 5. All right. No one executed. No one dies. Good night.
I mean, I could actually sink a kill. I could star pass. I could kill Asia.
People are saying that girl's apology was AI generated.
Yeah, it's at 85.
Who you killing?
Why not? Let's do Asia again.
All right. Thank you.
What did she do?
You just said AI said that 85% of this is most likely AI.
Yeah. This is the girl with the kid on Love Island?
No. This is the lady who's racist.
Day 2. Yeah.
So they had
You said her
found
tweet
a
was
old
AI?
podcast of her using slurs, so she was removed
Oh, a
from
podcast.
it.
And
How did I not find this before?
Right.
She
I'm like,
also-
You can't protect the same person twice.
Yeah, they found me like celebrating Tory Lanez, being like, "Rest in piss, bozo." That gets flagged. She's on podcast, and it goes through. That's crazy.
In her apology, she was like, "I was uneducated years ago, and the podcast is from 2024."
Right.
What podcast was it? Who was this?
I had no clue.
It was
Her name-
RHAP.
Totally
I don't
can.
know.
Yeah, right. Who at RHAP did this?
Good morning, everybody. No one died tonight.
Oh my god.
Jofo, who'd you
Okay.
get?
I got a no on myself and Puya, so I even know on everyone.
You've known everybody?
Every single
This is
person. Being the drunk fortune teller is fun.
Or your
So
Like, who'd you say?
the world, the
Same
world
Asia
where
again.
the world where I'm bad requires you to have been poisoned locked, and there's still a poisoner in the game, or drunk. In which case, like, why would you have gotten a yes on me?
Wait, the what?
You,
It's
I mean, you're
arbitrary,
clearly
though.
getting bad information.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, why would the yes on me be an accurate or close to accurate read if you were getting bad information that
Because
round?
it could have been a yes on Fishback, who he might have been trying to build as a frame.
I
That's
just
the
don't
reading
see a world where Dwight puts a yes on somebody who is actually bad. I'd be so mad at him if he did that.
If you were a standard minion, if you were the spy and nothing matters about what you do,
If I was the spy, I should extra be claimed as good.
that
Night 1, he's going to put a yes on a drunk read of somebody who's actually bad. The logic just doesn't track.
Jofo is thinking right now. Who do you want me to dead vote on if I have to?
I mean, whatever we can at this point.
So just any vote you're in on, throw a dead
play it
vote
by
down
ear.
if
If we
it's a
can,
majority.
yeah, if we can get the majority, then we gotta try. The ideal is that they get one on me like when it's too late, and then we tie it.
Okay, so should I save it for that?
Probably.
Okay, so vote.
Yeah. The Coalition of the Dead. Where's Omer? What the fuck?
Omer's got a plan, and we endorse it.
We're known as the Coalition of the Dead. It's a pretty sick name. Buy your albums now.
Sorry, Puya. I hear you.
No. Makes sense. Let's respect the bell.
Omer, once again, our scofflaw. Omer, do you want to share your opinion?
Well, I'm having trouble resetting it so I can hear the bell. But what I think, there was a point where Taran was really and Gabe were both willing to throw Liana under the bus when it came down to all the heat going on them. I think they were willing to sacrifice Liana. They were not willing to sacrifice Taran. Taran picked the bluff that's the hardest one to actually just kill off the jump. I think he's the Scarlet Woman. I think that Gabe passed it to him. We should just vote off Taran and end all of our misery one way or another.
I thought the whole read on why that I was suspected in the first place is because I trusted Liana too much and didn't want her to die.
Yeah, but then eventually you were willing to let her go.
Since when?
Or maybe that was Gabe. But either way, they were throwing it on Liana.
Again, the logic is conjured out of nowhere. Did Sam come up with this one, Omer?
There was a time you were like, "There's better options out there than getting rid of the butler." Yeah, that's what you're
exactly. You're smarter than to not understand that logic.
But sorry, it was Gabe that
What do you
wanted
mean?
to renominate Liana. Quote.
The logic is coming from a faulty place in the same way that yours is, Jofo.
Okay.
But either way, they were protecting Taran. Taran picked the bluff that's the hardest to actually kill. Andy seems spy coded given everything that happened before. They really wanted to get it off of Gabe. I think that Taran's now the actual demon ass bitch, and we should vote him out.
That's not a bad call.
Scally, who'd you pick last night?
I picked Asia again last night. I considered for a second.
Hey, Dwight.
I think it's going to be too obvious, but I was like, I trust her the most. And
Steven?
If we go into an endless cycle, which side will you penalize?
The game will be ended. Just know that.
If we go into an endless cycle of, but you penalize the bad team, right, for screwing up the kills?
The game will be ended. I'll leave it at that. Anyways,
Let's do it.
I think we still kill Scally here.
I'm down to end it.
Of course, Sam is.
Okay, I'll nominate.
I think I'm not out on the idea that Sam star passed night one.
Why?
That's crazy.
Because I think he's bad. I've said for a long time that I would be willing to take Taran out. The only reason that I haven't done it is because it seemed like people didn't want to make the move earlier, and I felt like I would be
literally all of these dead votes on the same is wild.
This is the funniest option.
Because I thought
ends
that
the game
vicious, not because I actually think Taran's the saint and we would lose that way, and I thought that losing me was pretty detrimental. So
in the case that
we
we
14
actually
votes on the Saint,
in case he is actually not,
I'm actually so fine with this.
Dude, Homer, you can't do this to me.
Do it
Taran,
for the meme.
If he's a meme,
Do it. Okay.
Taran, your defense.
My defense is I can't wait for you to all lose.
All right.
Sam is stressing.
It will
Sam
be very
knows
happy.
How much is on the line if Taran?
No, yeah, well, because if we lose off this, I look like an idiot.
Exactly. The stakes are high for you, brother.
Anything else? Try to run this vote for
Save your
Taran.
vote.
Don't do it. Over.
Yeah, save your vote just in case he's the minion and not the demon.
Running the vote. It
I-
takes 3 to put Taran on the block.
Yeah, we're a lot of
Not everyone should dead vote on this.
Fuck it, we ball.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
No. Either way, we're gonna have.
Why would Liana vote there?
Oh!
7
Wait,
votes
Sam,
is
are you
enough.
bad?
Taran's on the block.
Right, Omer. That's where I'm at.
I'm not bad.
I'm not nominating, so if you guys want to fix the game, you can, but I'm happy to lose it.
Who of the alive people didn't vote there?
I didn't.
So I was going to. I almost succumbed to peer pressure yet again, but I'm a little bit lost myself. The last plan I had was that we were going to vote for Scally. That didn't materialize again. So I'm like
We
left out of the vote.
Still haven't voted for Scally or Puya.
And here's
Let me
the
just
thing,
nominate.
man.
Let me nominate Scally then.
Okay.
I'm muting myself. Tell us why.
Puya had some really good reasonings as to why he was sus.
You done marinated me for the last time, Andy. Absolutely not. Absolutely.
He has, he has a lot of wonky saves. That not all of them.
Literally everybody would have to vote for this.
Scally, in your defense.
We've made our bed.
I don't think I have anything more to say than what I've said, so I feel fine.
I think Scally would have to vote for this for it to go through, so there's no point.
I'm also not voting for this for the
game
record.
is over because if it's not Taran, the demon won't vote for it, and we can't get it. There's not enough votes left on the board.
I'm also not voting for it.
Yeah,
And if you lied,
the game is over.
I'll never trust you.
No defense.
All right, anything else? I run this vote.
Run it.
Okay.
Sam is freaking out.
This was a reputation on the line type of game for me, and like I'm terrified right now.
All right, 2 votes is not enough.
Does that not read false to anyone else? Come on.
It does.
No, Sam's scaring me now, but I feel like I dug my grave and I'll just lie in it, okay?
It doesn't matter. The game's over. It literally doesn't matter. Either way.
Let's end the day.
I guess we could tie it and then nobody would be executed. But then there'd be no votes left.
Just send it.
I trust Owen's read on the game.
No, you shouldn't. But
Taran has executed and does die.
Okay.
And the game is over.
Okay.
Now the question for Sam's ego is which team actually won the game? Sam, how are you feeling right now?
I wish you could feel my. Because I did
that we do know.
I did completely throw that game if it's not Taran.
Well, you guys do know that Jack was your virgin.
Yes.
Jack was a virgin triggered by Omer the librarian. Omer learned of a drunk, but the ping was incorrect because Omer was in fact poisoned on night 1. So neither player that Omer saw was actually the drunk. There was a drunk elsewhere though. Quinn is your first outsider in the recluse. Next to Owen, your empath. We also have Asia, your chef, who did learn of a sober chef 1.
Wow.
Now I guess we'll start going into things that probably will let you know how the game actually went. Actually, Sam is your slayer, who got killed on night 1. And I guess I'll tell you at this point.
Yeah.
Let's go!
Wow.
Let's go!
Oh my god!
Let's go through the rest of it. Omer was poisoned librarian. I decided to show Sammy the Undertaker or Joe for the sober fortune teller as the drunk. In reality, it was Fishback, your Raven Keeper, who was the drunk. Which was actually kind of a problem because when Scally the monk failed to protect Jack, it became out that there was a poisoner, meaning Fishback's drunk info wouldn't be trusted regardless. I was hoping it would be triggered earlier, but you know, Jofo. Sober on night 1 picked Taran and Fishback.
Because it would make no sense to ping on me if you're sober. If you're drunk, I mean.
Sober, yes. And Jofo was poisoned night 2 when he picked Taran and who, Jofo?
Omer.
Omer, okay, yeah, you got that. I was kind of hoping that you would end up, because there was a theory that Sam was like a star-passing imp. Sam was your red herring, so if you ever checked him, you would have gotten a yes as well, which would have been very funny.
Oh my god.
Gabe was your Scarlet Woman. Liana was your poisoner.
Andy, you spy.
Andy was your spy.
I knew it.
And Puya was your mayor.
Why am I still reading so many of these people as not being honest?
Being like, but do you trust me?
There's no world that Puya actually believes Liana.
When Andy was like, Puya, should I vote here? I was like, you are fucking, that is marination. Stop this, please.
Evil.
It's his grin after he talks. He's so like, oh my god, dude.
Evil played such a good game. And that final 9 rounds of voting.
Sam knows me too well, though. Sam clogged me.
Taran, were you consciously were you playing as a minion, trying to get like heat off of yourself by?
No, I was playing as a townsfolk. I genuinely believed the arguments I was saying because Jofo's logic still made no sense.
We had.
Wait.
Well,
I want to take a page out of Sammy's book. Liana, you're on the couch tonight.
I also don't believe that Puya believed Liana.
No, genuinely, Taran, I did believe her fully until she stopped talking to me once she died. I was like, that feels weird. Why'd you just dump me after you died?
I mean, it felt
weird.
like everything
so it was
just
the right
started
read.
crumbling in front of us. It was just like, oh,
Why
for
weren't you guys
fuck's
willing to
sakes.
let Liana go?
Yeah, I was like,
it doesn't make sense for me to want Liana to go when she's only bad if I'm also bad.
I can also step in here from my perspective. That day, the voting did kind of reveal evil. But if Liana gets voted out, that round, Sam was already dead, correct? Yeah, never mind. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first time y'all tried to kill Liana and y'all killed Sammy instead. Scally had protected Sam the night before. I assume Scally would have done it again. If you guys execute Liana and Scally protects Sammy, Sammy will certainly learn Liana's a poisoner, exposing Taran. So that would have been game winning on that night.
I mean, I was planning to get caught. I was planning to get caught. The problem,
I was alive.
Yeah. Oh, true.
Yeah.
But it was those two of you.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. So we like that was kind of the goal, right? Was like ultimately for Taran and I to be sussed out.
Yeah.
And then to hopefully protect Gabe and Andy.
Yeah, because between a Scarlet Woman and Star Pass ability, I figured one of them would be clear enough to pass to, but then it didn't happen.
And that's why I came out so quick as a butler, because I was like, I'm here to get caught, baby. Like, let's fucking do this.
Yeah.
So I was a butler.
Why did y'all kill me instead of poisoning me the night Liana?
You were poisoned.
I did poison you.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you'd keep poisoning Jofo.
I actually thought it had Liana gotten killed, like, because I was pushing Liana instead of Gabe there because I didn't know if Gabe was bad. That actually might have been like a win scenario for you guys if Liana got killed, because then Taran could have died and it could have just gone to Gabe unsuspecting. But Gabe was like kind of like the secondary option there.
Good. No.
What were y'all doing at the end?
Who?
Giving
like
up?
were y'all killing me and Scally was actually protecting me?
Yeah.
Oh,
You
yeah.
got attacked twice. Taran doubled
you're
down.
the only non-sus person on the board.
I didn't know that the monk could protect the same person twice in a row.
I was like,
I was confidently telling my chat, I was like, I picked Asia. I know you disagree, but I picked Asia because Scally can't protect her twice in a row. And then they were like,
no,
you're wrong.
It's the Breaking Bad Walter White meme where he's in the truck.
Also, conversation 1 with Dan, he was like, Gabe's evil, just so you know.
He came out with Soldier hard away, and I looked at him. I said, "You realize that's a really good evil bluff, right, Gabe?" And he was like, "Yeah, you know."
I will say though, if my argument against Sam towards like the mid to end game there, if he was evil, I think it would look exactly the same. I think Sam would be doing all the same things if he was evil.
Oh yeah, I completely, I 100% think. Yeah.
Yeah, but all of Sam being evil relied on an assumption that he star passed with a Scarlet Woman in the game.
But you don't have to have a Scarlet Woman in the game to star pass.
No, but it negates the Scarlet Woman's ability to star pass on night 1 because the Scarlet Woman is there so that if you get down to the final 5, 6, 7, you can still pass to them if you die if you're outed.
Right. So in the world where there's a Baron and not a Scarlet Woman, it makes sense to star pass early.
It just would have been it just would have been bold. Like I was hard claiming Slayer early to like and I didn't really have sus on me at the beginning to like take myself out early when I could have like gotten a couple rounds out of it with like a Scarlet Woman.
It is also the kind of move that Sam would try just to see if it works.
That is true.
You just
100%.
Sam, like I implicitly, if I were on the good team, I was playing like I implicitly trusted Sam because of course I would.
Well, what's interesting is that Zach did that exact thing like a month or so ago, and I called him out on it, and people did not believe him. So
he did that. He did an early star pass.
Yeah.
He did an early like sacrifice play so that he could be credible in as a ghost.
Okay, I canceled the game. I think a lot of people have to go, right?
Yeah, that was a long one.
Second game, it was a long one. 15 players. Not that it was gonna be 15 today, but I'm glad it was. Y'all
that was great. That was awesome.
Liana, Sammy, we hung with the boys.
Well done. Well done.
Sammy died early.
Dwight, did you say you're doing another one?
I will if some people are staying.
I'll stay.
I'll put my hand up and stay.
Okay. If you can stay, put your press spacebar. See how many people actually can.
I'm gonna see how many people first.
Will this one be shorter?
If it's less people, it'll be shorter. Yeah, naturally. Let me see.
Imagine. Okay, there we go.
Okay, a lot of people are staying.
Yeah, let me just.
Gabe, are you staying, dog?
I really want to.
You should do it.
I'll do it.
You scared to live or afraid to die? Which one is it?
Oh my god, yeah, I'll stay. I really want to smoke pot, but I don't want to play this game high.
Bro, Gabe
I've been there,
Oh,
man.
booyah,
Not good.
booyah.
Oh, booyah! That was a day.
Yeah, I was streaming on 420 when it fell on Saturday last year. Took edibles, played midway through the game, started freaking out, and ended stream. I just played quiet. I was like, I can't even be on stream anymore. Please get me out of here.
How do I put my hand up? I'll play again.
Space bar.
Like, can I be a traveler?
Yeah, you can. Scally, Asia.
Okay, with this many people, I might need to be a traveler.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
I don't think I can. I have like an out by 4. How long was this? This was 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
It can't be another 2.5 hours.
These days are being. I'm telling you, you're getting 2-minute days today. Like,
okay.
Like no matter what.
I'm gonna feed my cat real quick. I'll be right back.
Cool. Who you're traveling, right?
I'm in. I'll be right back.
Cool. Making this quick. I don't give a shit.
It's because
Whoa,
Sammy, your mic is not working again.
No, not this again.
Is it working now?
No.
Yeah, it's terrible.
No.
Refresh.
I like it.
Omer kind of. Omer, like your AC mic.
Oh, just the
Oh, Steven, also, you completely clocked me immediately when I saw Imp and freaked out because Dwight was like, "Oh, I promise I didn't choose." And then I saw Imp and I was like, that son of a bitch, he chose.
Oh,
and you're like, "Oh, Taran grinned," and I was like, "Whoops."
Well, I didn't play accordingly because then I trusted you. So.
Is
Karen,
this
that happened
working now?
2 weeks ago. Yeah.
Yeah, but it sounds sharp, like your voice is cutting.
Wow. Let's not be sexist, Homer.
Yeah, seriously, that was so gendered.
Oh, Taran, want to talk about sexism? Pointing a finger at me.
So I didn't even do that. Other people did. I just had to latch on.
Karen, are you traveling or not? I forgot to ask.
If it's not 2.5 hours, I can not travel.
It won't be 2.5 hours.
Okay.
Definitely. Right.
Can we shuffle the seats for funsies?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Taran, that happened to me 2 weeks ago, by the way, where I like looked at my token and I was like making a joke and I went mid joke to being very serious all of a sudden, and then everybody was like, "I feel like Sam just got an evil token," and I was like, "Wow." Shit,
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I think most of the time when people try to read like that, it doesn't actually mean anything because it could mean so many different things. But sometimes it's right.
I've gotten more misinformation from that than accurate information.
I think you see that on the traders all the time. People are like, "Oh, this person changed up," and they're always wrong.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Can someone
I feel like
explain the
that's
chef? Sorry.
So the chef can see how many pairs of evil players there are around the board, like next to each other. They get information
And so
night
one is like the default.
So if they
because
get one,
none
that
of you were
means
next to each other.
the recluse and Liana counted as a pair because the recluse reads as bad.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I was
Yeah.
like, is one like the default? Like, okay, that makes sense. Thank you.
What's the thinking behind giving Chef 1 instead of Chef 0? Is just Chef 0 is actually worse for the evil team?
I think it would have been worse.
Yeah.
Ignore your tokens.
I don't even have one.
All right, so I actually have to go, but this was fun. I'm gonna do some more studying. I'll probably come back at some later date, but
okay.
Bye, Andy.
Thanks, Andy.
Bye, Andy. It's nice talking. You're so cool.
Bye, Andy.
I'll see you soon, Andy.
Bye, Andy.
I
Yeah, I was actually concerned that only a 1 for the chef was actually kind of damning for us because of how many bad people there were. That like basically very few of them could be next to each other, and therefore people who are surrounded by confirmed good people like me and Gabe were kind of like, ooh.
Could also have red herring, right?
I don't think red herring counts for chef.
Not on a chef.
Just fortune teller.
Yeah.
I mean, what the fuck is a gunslinger?
A what?
Yeah, it's complicated.
Oh,
It's a traveler game.
Yeah. What? Huh?
Yeah, you've never played with that. It's weird.
Basically, it's a role that everyone knows exists. It's just so Puya can leave the game early, but this is just the power that someone has, and it's kind of public.
And he might be good, he might be bad. We don't know.
Puya is probably a good guy.
Gunslinger.
And if
that's a dangerous one.
If we vote to execute Puya, it doesn't count as our execution for the day.
That is my thing.
Are we not doing Trouble Brewing? Are we doing it?
It's trouble. It's just trouble.
No, it is Trouble
Only
Brewing.
my
it's just
role
so-
is yeah.
My thing with Travelers is that it's hard to find a reason to not vote them out quickly.
Yeah.
Everyone sees a token of some kind.
No.
Especially if they're powered like that.
Oh, fuck. Oh, because I didn't. Oh, it's garden. Yeah. There's your token. Behold. Oh, so y'all didn't even see the tokens the first time. Fuck. I could just left it as it was.
I'm good.
Right, everyone.
My
sees-
token says Brandon Donlin. I don't know what that means.
Oh, that means you're the imp.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah, that's what I had last
That's
time.
Weird.
What's your power as Brandon Donlin?
I have to look at the sheet.
Great. Good night.
Okay, I'm playing the chef that doesn't want to die. Because I can't ever want to die, or I'll never be able to bluff night one rolls. You know what I mean? Also, I never want to die because I can't ever trust the other players in the game to do the right thing. Also, if they waste a shot on me, that's pretty great. So let's see, what should I bluff as? Yeah, pull the Marianne. I don't really want to bluff as outsider to mess up the outsider count. I could say I'm Slayer. I could say I'm like empath. Empath's information is too valuable to give out bad stuff.
Why don't you just say it out
Monk
loud?
is annoying.
I don't know why I was typing it.
I
Actually,
don't want to
that's kind
say
of
Raven
embarrassing.
Keeper.
Okay, so I have a really important question. So professional soccer players, their cleats can like be super customized, like different stud patterns, different upper materials, stuff like that. My question is, if you're a returning Survivor player, can you choose the amount of fabric used for your buff?
Seems unlikely.
You're asking the wrong.
What?
No.
What does that even
wrong group.
No, is the answer.
What
That's
does
crazy.
that even mean?
Because
How do you
sometimes
get extra fabric.
Well, I would wonder, so like Steven, you have shorter hair, right? And so them giving you a bunch of excess fabric if you just want to wear it as a headband, I think like I own a buff and I don't like the way it looks when it's super thick. And so if I were a returning player, like in Big Brother, you can demand like I demand an electric razor instead of having to use the acoustic kind the house provides. And so I was just curious if like if you're returning, can you just be like, yo, give me a half length buff so that I can wear it as a headband and it not feel so thick?
No, I don't do that.
Undertaker,
That's crazy to
Slayer.
That feels toxic.
Monk.
Even if you
gotta- it's
wear
gotta-
it as a top, it stretches out, and then you're like.
That's my
it's
3.
like-
Yeah.
You know who would need a really long buff? Ben Burns.
I might end up stuck as one of
Oh
them.
yeah. Yeah, you need a.
You'd need a mega buff.
You have to. You just need to, like,
believe me,
keep
I really
going
want
back
to
the
claim
wardrobe
Saint
and have them
again.
Fix it for you every single time that you possibly can. That's what I did.
I
But
just got back from getting my minions.
I think
what-
that
fix what?
I was
it's
just because
risky
he was talking buffs. I said like you just go
mess with
to
the outsider count.
the wardrobe girl and have her fix your buff over and over and over and over again to make sure it was always like as crisp as possible.
Wait, they let you do that? They were so. This is a new
This is
era.
a world where I could.
Wait, Sam. What
I don't know.
Never did that for us.
I don't know if they let you do that, but like she did it for
No,
me.
I think that's too much.
She did what now?
That's
I think-
blowing my mind.
I was
Sam's like, yeah, they gave me a
I don't
toothbrush
want to
too.
only
I don't
go
know.
super. I don't want to only go super hard. As like
challenges and all that stuff. I'd ask to go.
Hello.
0.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh yeah. She would fix me up.
Ours would not have entertained that. She was.
If I'm only ever being super like goofy over the top when I'm townsfolk, then I'll start to get too predictable. So I think I play this one dishonest but straight. Does chef info count Puya? That's a good question, actually. I don't know. Whoops. Shit. That's not what I meant to do. Does chef info count Puya? If he's bad?
Yes.
Okay.
Ones.
Whoa.
Yeah, I didn't know we could do that until like day 24.
I meant to
Yeah,
text
no,
him.
I do think I did that on like day.
I was like
so,
muted
like,
and
it was
deafened.
pretty late in the game, but
Gabler lost his drawers on day 2.
All right.
Did they give him another pair?
He was shooting in the ocean and they
two
drifted
minions,
away.
a demon, and potentially a
We all
traveler.
submit multiple, just in case.
they get you have to submit 2, Liana, and one of them is like a size down because they anticipate
12 players.
So like I
And then
hit
they
the
die
point where
then.
I had lost like 25
so
pounds
one,
and I couldn't fit in my underwear anymore, and so then I went to Edith. I'm like, can I just have my backups? And
Yeah.
I never asked my backup, which was a mistake. I should have just done that.
I didn't realize we could do it either, and then somebody did
It's
it.
not
I don't
that
remember.
hard,
Andy
but
did-
if the info's
Andy's
good.
not here anymore. I wish, because Andy ripped his on like day 6.
Because of course he did. Because of course he did.
Yeah. He just sat down, goes, it's gaping, guys. There's a...
He's like, hey, does this look fine? Cheeks spread.
2 players or 2 minutes, not 2 players. Fucking Christ, go talk. Speed
2
game.
minutes. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, speed game. Have fun.
All right, I'm going to the
outsider count.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. Excited. I feel like last game ended up being relatively straightforward because I was like immediately like verified. So I'm one goes, but I'm still getting the hang of things. But,
Are you verifiable this time?
like I'm down. I don't know if I'm not the virgin where like that was like easy.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm not. Am I not verifiable? Is that the right?
I guess not at the moment. Yeah. You're not an outsider?
No.
I am not either.
I'm happy to do. I know people do like the 3 for 3. I'm happy to do that with you.
Sure, let's do it.
I am Slayer, Soldier, or Raven Keeper.
Interesting. I'll give you Slayer, Monk, Undertaker.
Gotcha. Cool.
All right. Let's disperse.
It's nice that we can text this game. I feel like that's a nice asset to have with the people next to you. So we can compare notes if you want.
Cool. Sammy wants to talk, so I'm going to go talk to her.
No worries.
All right, gee.
Hello.
I'm choosing to make amends. I'm assuming you don't hate me.
Oh, of course not. I wronged you more than you wronged me.
Yes, you did in fact. It's okay though.
I didn't believe me. I didn't want to. It was just the entire world had to revolve around you being fat.
That's fair. That's fair. I got you in a night one info ping, so I'm just trying to verify that I'm not drunk.
Interesting. Meaning you pinged me as what?
Certain role.
Interesting. What kind of role is it?
I was gonna say if on the count of 3 we could say roles, that would be helpful.
Okay, but don't tell anyone if you're right.
Okay.
1, 2,
Okay.
3. Check.
It's always you. It is always you.
No, it's not me.
You, bro.
Let's unionize.
We're unionizing.
All right.
Use the M. You must show yourself now. An act of solidarity.
Any outsiders?
I've heard of an outsider.
You have an outsider? Okay.
Which kind?
She said butler.
I've heard of a butler.
Oh, that's
Which tracks?
She's about the butler. Quintavious, is that you?
I'm not a butler. No shit.
I should have lied. I really was expecting you to be right.
Is everybody actually okay with voting out a butler?
I should have lied.
Yes.
Do you think you know who it is? Like on top of knowing it's out there?
I mean, I think there's a chance I know who it is if the information's good.
Guys, he's trying to sacrifice himself again to gain credibility. He's the imp.
Yeah, we just did this. We just did this.
Wait, are there any
same bit twice, brother? Same
Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is there a virgin in the game?
Yes. Nominate me if you want. If you're first night info.
Great. Yeah, would like to figure that out.
Are you first night info? Wait, what are you?
I am. I think I'm first night info.
Nominate me then.
Okay, but I might also be drunk.
Just do it before somebody else does.
Yeah, okay, I'd like to nominate Fishback.
Why?
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, I think that I should go.
Well, Sammy, can you share what your fake information is?
I'm gonna hold my info.
Okay.
Steven could be the drunk too.
Fishback defense.
Or evil.
There's a world where this was planned, but it does kind of line up.
I beg to be nominated.
That she was wrong about me.
Let's burn it before I run this vote.
Suspected her information might be wrong.
Bring it.
Nominates Fishback. Turns out she's the drunk.
Okay, wait. So Sammy, do you want to die? You just want to hold your info?
I'm either night one or I had drunk info.
Well,
So
and
I
if
think
we have an Undertaker, you dying, we could figure out if
I
you're
would
drunk or
confirm
not.
either way. Yeah.
So don't say which one you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, so I'll nominate Sammy then.
Why?
Yeah, obvious reasons why.
Okay,
Because she wants
sorry.
to die.
Yeah.
Sorry for trying to let you speak. My bad. Sammy, your defense.
You shouldn't put everybody on it, right? I mean,
No, I want
It
this.
could be poison too, right?
I'm gonna run this vote. It takes 6.
We don't need this vote.
yes, Omer, yes. That's a poison
she's
version would
asking.
also not work. Would also not proc. We're not gonna beat 8.
Any other nominations for today?
Puya, you good or bad?
Good.
You gonna shoot someone?
Yeah. You gonna shoot someone with your gun?
Well, this was the second. Yeah, this was the second
Second
vote.
vote.
So I don't know if anyone even voted on the first one.
No vote on the first one. That's correct.
Oh, good. We got that out of the way.
Ooh, that loophole sucks.
Oh.
Sammy. has
Ooh,
been
this
executed
game.
and does die. Good night.
I have to go to the bathroom.
No one asked.
In the world where Sammy is good,
Well, just in case somebody's going to be weird
it
about
heavily
where was he?
implies
Oh, no, I was talking and he didn't respond.
I think everyone's gonna be relieved if you stop talking for a little
Liana
bit.
or Puya could be
So,
bad.
peace.
Okay. Jack said Slayer. Say Slayer Mayor or Slayer Soldier Ravenkeeper. I mean, it
What's the
feels
outsider count? 1?
like a
Unless
fake
there's
3.
a Baron, and then there would be 3.
Right.
Yes. Does the Baron get to choose who the outsiders are?
No.
or is
No,
it
it's all
just his
Dwight.
presence
No,
activates?
it just adds them.
Okay.
The Baron's kind of worthless in terms of power, but adds a couple outsiders.
Yeah, it's just that like the presence of the Baron in the game creates confusion
Okay.
for town. Like
Yeah.
the ability, like the fact that Baron could exist,
Yeah.
because it allows like Leon and Taran to do what they did last game.
Mm-hmm. Thanks for the PSA, Quinn. And yeah, these days are fast.
Yeah, that was legitimate, like one conversation. You have to go back
I
and tell
know.
somebody.
Yeah.
Type of.
I know. We should come up with a shorthanded language so we can speak faster.
Liana, did you know I was fortune teller when you poisoned me?
I mean, I knew you were something important.
Oh.
So,
Clayton, think of the 10th.
Should have been more discerning.
nah, it's okay. I mean, I picked Omer right away because I was like, regardless of what happens, he'll just be chaotic, and so
You're literally a monster. Your own child.
Oh, he's back.
Sam was
We were
representing
talking about you when you
librarian.
weren't here.
That's
Yeah, you were
interesting.
pooping, huh?
just you know.
Yep. I shouldn't have had that smoothie, you know.
Oh God.
Ugh. That's enough.
That's on me. That's on me for pushing it there.
That's also on you for how you raised me, father.
I
Go have
don't
your
want
fiber
credit
pills,
for this.
child.
So Jofo, are you saying Jofo was talking shit while I was gone?
No,
Because-
you were the shit.
Yes.
Good morning, Taran did.
Oh
I think Taran Star Pass.
So you thought I was the butler?
You were one of my 2 pings.
You're the librarian?
Mm-hmm.
Fishback told me Sam is pretending to be librarian. Did you roll swap with him?
I did not roll swap, but he was the other ping.
Okay, maybe he just misinterpreted what Sam was saying then.
He must have been.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You said you were chef?
Yeah, I was chef. I was kind of hoping to get killed at night, so that worked out.
Nice. Do you feel comfortable sharing your info, or you want to hold it?
I got a chef 0,
Nice.
which does make me look at if you're good, Liana or Puya, maybe slightly more likely to be bad.
Because there's 3, right?
Yeah, because it's at least 3. If Puya's bad, there's 4. So it requires kind of exact positioning, not super exact.
Cool. Okay. I'm gonna keep going around and talking.
Yep.
Taran, how we doing, my friend?
Hello. I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing good. Sam seems to be pretty adamant that Omar is sus, but I haven't had time to sit down with him and ask him why. He just sent me a text message about it. And I just had a brief conversation with Omar where I don't know. I think he might be the butler, but that's why I think he thinks he's sus, because Sam seems to be pretty confident that he knows who that is, but he hasn't revealed it to me yet.
Who the butler is?
Yeah, and I don't think he thinks it's Omar.
Interesting. I feel like I need to talk to Sam because there might be a
Hello.
hey.
Hi. What do we got? I'm so confused.
So the big thing for me right now, Fishbag, is that I want to know what's going on with Sam, because
does he look sus?
If he is representing librarian, I think
Well,
that's a
it's
conflict.
possible that Sam
Which I think he is. I think he is.
Because Gabe,
I
Gabe
think-
said-
I think
yeah.
he's representing it.
Okay, we got it. Okay.
God, these days.
Like Tom.
dude. God, these days are fast.
We're just getting older.
Anyways, there's
Yeah.
10 of you alive. Feel free to discuss.
So I've heard, I heard of an Undertaker, with Sammy as the drunk.
Is there? How many outsider claims are there? Because I've heard 2,
You've heard 2 besides drunk, or including that drunk?
including drunk.
Uh-oh.
Well, so that means
we should look at who that outsider is, because if there's not a third person claiming outsider, then that person was probably given butler as a
Yes.
bluff.
Or
Sam,
there
are
could
you
also
are
be
you
bad.
are you butler?
No,
No.
But you think you know who it is?
I no longer know who it is.
There's also a universe where someone's bluffing Undertaker, and then it's easy to just go to Sammy and be like, "Hey, you're the drunk. That's what you thought."
I was going to do that if I hadn't died. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, but I'm good though.
You know your star pass move, Taran.
I was just hoping to die because I'm the
Can you
chef
share
and I'm
what you
useless.
were, since you're dead.
Yeah, I'm the chef.
You're the chef,
and I got a
what do you-
0.
Okay.
That's 0. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So they wasted their kill on me.
You know what? He's actually seemingly trustworthy this time.
I'm still at 3.5, Omer.
I'm impressed he hasn't worked up a sweat yet.
I know, right?
Second call for nominations.
I just like the conversations are so short.
I don't have any.
Sam, can you give us something? Because like I've gotten a lot of like weird stuff off of you. I mean, we had a weird combo.
I mean, I'll tell you. What do you want to know?
Because I tried to let Quinn in, and I don't know. Like, give me something from you.
Well, you tried to let Quinn in, and you left.
No, I was there. Quinn and I had a conversation. You left.
Well, I know, but no, I was with Dwight. I was stuck with Dwight.
What's with the situation with this fake butler?
Yeah.
So like there
What do you mean?
there were like words of a butler yesterday, but now there's not anymore.
Sam put out words that there was a butler,
There's
and
still a butler.
Sam has said he is now unsure about it.
Information, Sam.
Sammy, it was Sammy came to me originally and said that she had gotten a librarian ping on me or Taran as the butler. Before we did that, Sammy and I shared my role with Sammy, and she said, "Well, if it's not you, it must be Taran." And so then I was like, "Okay, well." Then Taran died. So either way, like for me, the butler's out of the question.
Yeah. So Sammy being the drunk actually solves that problem, and it makes it
right.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying I don't feel like there necessarily is.
Yeah, I think the conclusion or the confusion was just that it seemed like maybe you were representing librarian or butler, but I think that's not the case.
I'm just gonna guess it's poison or spy then, given kind of where we're at with Dwight wanting to do.
But why would a spy kill the chef?
Yeah, spy killing chef is
What if
not
they
a great
haven't had
idea.
a
Maybe they didn't
chance to
talk.
Yeah.
True.
And they're short rounds.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Sam, can we
The rounds are so short.
Can we talk next round
for nominations?
Yes, of course. I would love to get somebody on the block here.
Yeah.
In case we have an Undertaker or something. I'll nominate Omer.
Right? Why?
I don't know. I don't know what Omer is, so I feel like it's a decent kill here.
Omer defense.
I'm okay to die. It's not a huge deal if I do. Whatever.
Anything else before I run this vote for Omer?
Oh wait, no, can't use mine.
Wait, don't dead vote on it.
Yeah.
We're running it.
I think we should get someone on the block.
I agree.
Need one more.
Omer, vote for yourself, maybe?
We gotta have a reason.
I don't want to vote for myself.
Oh, that was sketchy. That was
Any other
sketchy.
nominations?
Who didn't vote there?
I didn't vote.
I didn't vote.
Oh, I'm sorry, Puya. All the people had their hands up. Gabe, Sam, Liana, Quinn.
That's
knock. All right, I figured this might happen. They'd be too scared to answer me. I spun a wheel and Quinn, you're dead. No, you're dead anyway. I was gonna kill the who's there. Quinn is dead.
Quinn dies.
Quinn.
All
I
right.
thought we were boys, Puya.
We need to vote out Puya. We need to vote out
The wheel
Puya.
didn't like it. The wheel didn't
You're
like
dead
it.
to me.
The wheel didn't like it. What you
Terrible
want, guys?
choice.
Wait, was that
no.
was that Slayer?
We need to, with 1,000%, we need to vote out Puya.
Puya's a gunslinger.
Yes, I agree.
Can
we vote on
That's a little late.
You can call for Exile Puya, yeah, if you want to.
I'll throw Puya up there on the block here.
Right. Hell's why.
This is dangerous to let go another round. That was great.
Does my dead vote get wasted on this or no?
No.
Don't count.
Puya,
Why
your
does
defense-
his dead vote not get wasted?
My defense is
Yeah.
Traveler votes are different. Your defense for
you'd think after a 2.5 hour session where everyone's hair turned gray, they'd want a little fun, but I guess not. We don't want fun. We don't want fun here.
I can't have you spinning a wheel on
Yeah,
I
the
co-sign.
wheel.
I'm team fun. You convinced me.
Okay.
Yeah, same.
All right. Let me be honest. There is no wheel.
You just wanted Quinn dead.
See, all right, you snake.
Yeah.
I'm going to run this vote. It takes 6 votes to exile Puya.
Also, let me say another thing, honest. I have not been paying attention, so if Quinn was bad for obvious reasons, I just wanted Quinn dead. That was the one I was looking at.
That's crazy hurtful. After all we've been through, the memories made.
Oh, well, Puya's gone.
Wow.
All right. Can I nominate someone?
You're dead now. No. Any other nominations before
But I still have a dead vote, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll nominate somebody if anybody has night one information.
I'm gonna nominate Sam. Sorry, Sam, you're just sus to me. I thought that our convo was a little bit weird, and all this. I mean, the stuff with the librarian kind of now does make sense, But like, just in the interest of a speed game, like you're the only person I have any suspicion of right now. So I can only I don't really have a good rationale.
I'm actually feeling better about Sam now.
Oh.
Sam defense.
Oh, because of the Butler stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I think my defense would just be. I feel like I'm maybe the only one that's sus because I'm like the only one really speaking per usual. Gabe, as you said, but I think I need to stay alive one more night. I think would be helpful.
Okay. Right. Anything else pertinent before I run this vote?
I think if my chef 0 is correct and Puya is bad, it makes it a lot less likely that Sam is bad.
I was good, just chaotic.
I don't really believe him.
Chaotic good.
I can see it going either way.
4 votes to put Sam on the block. We're running it.
We should put somebody on the block.
I just don't think he's the best person to put on the block.
I agree.
Can I ask a clarifying question, Dwight?
Yeah.
Quinn was not executed, correct?
Correct. He died. He just died.
Okay.
Jofo, do you have important information? Like, are you a good role that's valuable? Yes.
I'll nom Gabe.
Why?
I've heard that there's reason that someone got an evil ping on him. Whether that's investigator, fortune teller, I will hold that. But yeah,
If
we
Sam's
need to get
good, it
on,
makes Gabe a little more
might as well.
likely.
Gabe defense.
I think that's pretty much nothing other than one ping.
Is Owen breaking up or am I breaking up?
You are. You are breaking up. But you look better now.
Oh, good. Oh, thank you.
I mean, this just feels like a nomination for the sake of a nomination, which I think Owen has pretty much said. But if you want to go for it, I'm happy to renominate somebody.
He feels
scared.
Yeah, we can get into
I mean,
I feel like
I
he's
think that
playing the way he played
Jack
with
has
me,
said nothing
but I
so
haven't
far,
played with him enough.
I'm just trying to give him a lay of the land. I wasn't saying it was last game.
I felt a little off in our conversation,
so
but I don't feel confident enough.
I think that's pretty suspicious.
I would vote
think
if I didn't have if I wasn't dead, but
is very likely, maybe not very likely, but could be evil and doesn't quite know how to navigate that yet.
I didn't say anything last game other than when I called out the 4 evil people like 4 rounds before he
goes.
I'm going to run
anything about Gabe? Has Gabe
One
given
of
us
these
sorry,
three
I
has to
froze
be
for a minute.
evil.
Did he give us anything about who he is?
No, I mean, I can tell you guys now that I'm the monk. So if you guys want me to stay in the game to try and save people, I will do that. But if you want to run the vote, run the vote.
All right,
Wait, who did you save last night?
Last night I saved Liana.
It takes 4 votes to put Gabe on the block.
Nice.
We're running it.
Oh, I won't vote for
Can we put 4 on it?
4 or 5 is as good as fine.
I mean, the day's about to end anyway, so.
Yeah. Owen, will you put it down?
Probably gonna go through.
Sure. Oh wait. Okay.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Anything else before I end the day?
Does anyone have a role that is like would be valuable to like confirm, but isn't that important? Otherwise, we let it stand.
10.
Can I renominate somebody?
Oh,
You
yeah,
can confirm me.
If you've nominated already, then
I'll nominate Liana then, I guess. But I want to know why you feel it's valuable to kill you over Gabe.
Liana defense.
Well, I don't know. Gabe saved me, so I feel indebted that now it's my turn to throw myself on the sword to save him.
Okay, but is it valuable to confirm you or have good information out there?
Oh no, I'm not an information role.
Anything else before I run this vote?
So this is somebody who we should kill then, right?
I just wrote down minion panic next to Omer. That's my relevant information.
Okay.
Running to vote.
I literally voted for him, but that's fine.
He also did.
You were trying to get votes off of him, though. Is what I'm saying.
Well, Liana's
one vote off
of your name out there.
Taran doesn't take notes.
Yeah, wait a second. Inconsistencies. Taran, maybe you did what you accused Sam of doing. Star passed out of the gate.
Right. Any day in 10.
That would be that'd be such a good story.
For the record, the best logic you guys had last game was the voting. that was fake arguing against that.
I can't nominate, right?
Yeah, guys, Sammy.
Why not?
Can anyone still nominate?
You can nominate.
A couple people can.
Can someone nominate Fishback?
Yeah, nominate me. That's fine.
Virgin.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, it wouldn't work anyway.
Can I do it? Can I still nominate?
No, she's just saying
No,
that
not
I'm
to
worth
do that.
killing.
Like, to get someone to check.
10.
Well, we've lost our Undertaker.
Yeah,
I hate to tell you.
7.
So is it worth nominating?
No, go ahead. Go ahead. I mean, like, I don't mind dying.
I think there was enough panic on this.
I'll
nominate. I like where this is right now.
Who said that? Gabe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that
why?
legal?
Yeah, you're still allowed to.
For everything Sammy just said.
It's not a bad kill. No, I think that's reasonable. I mean, there's nothing to confirm me as the virgin. I'm good. I mean, we think Sammy's the drunk. The Undertaker's dead now, thanks to Team Chaos. But so it's not going to get any info. But either way, whatever.
Right. Anything else for I run this vote for?
Nobody had like any thoughts. We were about to like end the game, end the day, and then it fell on Gabe, and now all of a sudden there's like 5 people nominated and all these different ideas.
I kind of feel like we accidentally put the demon on the block, and now there's like chaos going on.
But Sammy, nobody thinks Sammy is like chaos. Like...
No.
Yeah, Sammy was the one who threw it out there.
Mechanistic question about Steven though, right? Because so Sammy being the drunk doesn't preclude her from dying if she nominates Steven and Steven is telling the truth about being the virgin.
It does.
Right?
No, it does preclude her from dying.
Yes, it does preclude her
from
from
dying.
dying.
Not a townsfolk.
Yeah. Only a townsfolk would die.
Oh, I see.
I'm going to run this vote. It takes 4 times.
So Fishback, if you were the virgin at this point, is that first nomination thing over, or would Gabe?
I have no utility in the game anymore, other than being a great player.
I think you're useful, Steve.
His mind.
5, 3.
I mean, like a good player, not like a.
With that, Gabe has next few does die.
I'm actually so sauce of Omer. His behavior is so different.
But then either Gabe or Steven is bad, right? Because either Steven's lying about being the virgin.
Steven, wait,
Steven doesn't need to be lying about.
Sammy.
No.
Sammy
I was gonna say, wait, I can still speak my mind, right?
Yeah.
No, you're dead.
Yeah,
Mute up,
Steven's
mute
telling
up.
the
You're
truth.
dead. You're dead. You can't talk. I'm kidding.
Liana, that only worked. Steven's ability
so
only
many
worked
times.
the first time he's nominated. So Sammy nominating him.
Fishback.
Oh, okay.
If my
She was in front.
chef is correct.
Drunk.
But did Sammy die right away when she nominated Fishback, or no?
No.
No.
You didn't mean that Fishback is not the virgin of that Sammy.
Right, and we know that Sammy was the drunk based
Okay.
on Queen's
she was
Undertaker ability.
Drunk AF. She had that 4
If my chef is correct, Gabe is bad, Omer's bad, then it would have
Then
to
were
be
you the
Liana or
Undertaker?
Fishback.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Booyah.
What's up?
He saw me with a cool roll and he was like, I gotta take this guy's joy out.
That makes sense why you're in the graveyard.
Wait, you're the only one that supported his fun, chaotic narrative too.
Yeah, I even was like, what? Who's there?
Yeah.
I would have caught the bullet if it was real life.
Listen, I had told one person I was gonna do this, and they said it was a sick idea, so I ran with it.
It was sick.
Liana was a vote
that
for
person was
Omer.
quick.
Fishback was not.
What if it's a chef 2, a real chef
gonna
2?
leave the
Taran
evil.
is the imp. He star passes night 1, claim chef. Says it's a chef
like
0.
that.
Notice he's silent.
Yeah, because I'm busy putting tokens on you.
Multiple tokens?
Yes, multiple tokens. You're one of my people I think could be bad, but then you also have a bad voting record.
Like an evil voting record, or like a not good record.
You were one of the people that didn't vote for Omer.
Me? Who voted for me again?
Good.
Not
Lord.
Fishback.
Aaron, that was I didn't want to be
Owen
gunslung.
perished in the night.
Who died?
Owen.
All right. I think I misplayed my shit here, and I don't know what to do now. I'm the Raven Keeper.
Okay. And they're not
I was
killing
trying
you.
to kind of, I was trying to bluff as like Undertaker or something good to try to like die. I'm not dying, so I'm like kind of just like lost at this point. I was literally trying to take Undertaker, thinking there wasn't one in the game, and then apparently Quinn's the Undertaker all of a sudden. So
I was gonna do the same thing as Chef to try to get killed as
so, like,
Chef.
I made up the fact that Sammy was the drunk. I just kind of assumed because she got bad info on you and me. But I don't. I'm assuming Quinn also got that information.
Well,
I haven't checked with him though.
Yeah. I can try to talk to him.
Refute it when. Yeah.
I'll give you what I have right now. If my chef is correct, which it might not be, But if Sammy's good, my chef is much more likely to be correct. I think Puya's bad. I think Gabe's bad. I think Omer's bad, and that leaves Fishback or Liana. And Fishback did not vote on Omer, and Liana did.
We only have 3 baddies.
Puya as outsider could be a 4th.
Puya doesn't count. Puya doesn't count.
Or sorry, as traveler.
Yeah. So Gabe. I mean, Omer's Butler claim is funny because he tried to claim Butler, but like if we do know we have a drunk, that Jack, I'm gonna let him in.
Sure.
Never mind. He went away. So okay, like Omer tried to claim Butler. We're only supposed to have 1 outsider. So if we do have a drunk confirmed by
one of Sammy or Omer is very likely to be bad then, and I'm much more inclined to think Omer.
He wants to talk to me.
Sure.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go talk to him.
All right.
Hello.
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
No, these days are so short.
I know, dude. It's not good for me who doesn't know how to use the UI yet.
Hello.
Are you good or bad?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm the mayor.
You're the mayor. Okay. Yeah. I think if my info is right, you or Fishback is bad. Omer's probably bad. Gabe
Steven's definitely bad, I feel like.
That's
right?
I'm leaning a lot more toward him, which is why I talked to you and not him.
Well, and especially why when Sammy, the whole thing about the drunk thing, and like then it's like, oh, he's cleared now, no one's ever gonna kill him, and he's not gonna die at night, and all that fun stuff. Like it just feels feels obvious.
Yeah.
Okay.
Steven, I don't know what's going on.
That's a little. I mean, it's so suspicious that I think it has to be true.
I would have made up something better if I were
Oh.
lying. You know,
What's the thesis? Can you share?
That my information.
Well, whether or not Jofo is
that it
evil.
has to be true.
Hello, 6.
So we're probably not gonna end up killing today, right?
I mean, we can kill today and then not kill the next round. I mean,
you're right.
What's the theory behind not killing at 6?
Well, last time
yeah.
Go ahead.
I was kicking it around last time. So, Gabe, it doesn't make sense to kill on 4 in the end game because then it just you lose the information that you would get from the demon killing.
Okay.
But I was saying it was the same thing last time where there were 6 of us alive and 5 of us were sus.
Yeah.
But here we don't have that same whatever.
Yeah.
So,
I'll nominate if we're down to kill.
Noms are open.
Yeah. I'll nominate Omer.
Why?
Couple of reasons. So number one, I did make up the fact that like I was the Undertaker and got Sammy as the drunk. I was kind of just taking a shot there because she got wrong info on Taran and me. But then Quinn as the Undertaker, I would assume got that same piece of information because he didn't like refute it when it was public. I was playing Undertaker, and Omer had come to me and told me he was the butler, which obviously we don't have 2 outsiders if we're in a base unless we have a Baron in the game. And then he corrected himself and told me he was the Raven Keeper. I am the Raven Keeper, so Omer is not the Raven Keeper. And I did tell Taran that in my conversation right before I talked to Omer, where he claimed Raven Keeper to me.
Oh, that's funny.
So I think a Chef Zero actually, or what'd you say it was?
Chef Zero, yeah.
A Chef, yeah. I think that can make sense if Gabe was bad, Puya is bad, Omer is bad, and then there's somebody on the other side of the board. Puya might not actually be bad in that world, but
he doesn't have to be, but he definitely was pretty sus.
Omer defense.
I mean, randomly killing the Undertaker is kind of tough.
Oh, he was the Undertaker?
I honestly really respect Sam's crazy ass double claim. That's really fucking crazy. Because there's some information out there that Sam may be the spy. And so I think that that's what he is. So, I mean, I guess it really comes down to whether you believe me or him. But I guess I kind of trusted him, so I told him what I was. But that was a big mistake.
But if I was the spy, I would have already known.
You would known already,
so.
Yeah. Which is why I told you.
It is the second time Sam's gone after Omar now, and the first time there was very little information. So this does feel like it could be, I'm not saying it is, but it could be a hunch that Sam is just running with right now.
I don't know, guys. I feel like Sam's pretty trustworthy. I feel like his hunches are good.
Now
don't we all agree? He was right last time.
So was I, you little bitch.
I think this is a good kill.
Steven, you don't want this?
I think we put one more.
Fine to die.
Yeah, good vote, Jack.
Jack Atkins.
Omer, what is your
role? Any other nominations?
I'm not Raven Keeper.
You can't both be Raven Keeper.
That's why I'm going to nominate Sam right now.
I think Omer is a minion who didn't have his bluffs.
Still a good kill then.
No, at this point, he would have his bluffs, but I've told nobody I was the Raven Keeper all game, and so he probably thought it wasn't in the.
I don't have any roles from almost anybody else. Like I told Sammy that I was Raven Keeper, and then I told you, and then you say that you're conveniently Raven Keeper now. Like
I did tell Sammy I was Raven Keeper off the bat. When Sammy counted me down 3-2-1 on her investigator ping, I said Raven Keeper out loud to Sammy, and then was like, "Oh, she's typing because she can't speak." Right?
Is that a dead rule? You can't speak?
No, she can't.
It's a microphone.
Sammy?
Sam, your defense?
It's claim Raven Keeper.
So I mean, I claimed it early. At this point, I think it's unlikely that I'm killed at night anyway. So if we want to kill me, I think that's fine. That's kind of my, whatever. I know Omer's lying, and so I think Omer's bad. I don't know if he's the demon or not, but.
Wait, anything else for run this vote?
What was the chef?
You have to believe one of us.
Rating
Chef 0.
0. Yeah, so if both Jack and Jofo are good and my info is good, then it heavily implies that Omer would be bad.
Anything else today?
What is Jack? Jack, I don't know anything about you.
Yeah, I was actually about to reveal that. I'm the Slayer. I'm concerned that I might die soon. So I don't know. I feel like this is a good time to use my Slayer and just try to suss out if someone is or is not the demon based on information.
Can you use your shot on Omer?
Yeah.
If we have the votes on Omer, he could shoot someone like
the votes are already
Fishback.
on Omer, and the chef thing is correct. I feel like the information I've gathered would lead me to think that Liana might be.
I think Omer and Liana are the two likely options. So I guess.
Agree. So
yeah.
Liana.
Why not? Why not? Oh, I guess.
I think Fishback or Liana is fine. Either one.
You can slay me. Yeah, slay me.
I just don't think.
No, wait.
No, I'm not gonna. Yeah, you're too excited. I'm gonna slay Liana.
All right. What's your weapon of choice here to slay Liana?
Blow dart.
Jack takes a blow dart, aims it at Liana, and realizes he has never used a blow dart before. It misses entirely, and nothing happens.
Do we ever get Slayer
is there
shots?
a world? Sorry, is there a world? That was a little bit weird. Okay, like no sus on Jack at all. Nobody's talking about Jack, and then suddenly he decides to take a random Slayer shot at Liana out of.
I mean, he was talking to me.
But not out of left field.
Yeah.
Well, a few things. I had gotten information that had told me either Jofo or Liana was suspect. If the chef 0 was accurate, and I do think Omar might be evil, then I would disqualify Jofo from that. And then I feel like if I slay, I am the Slayer. So if I miss on Liana, then we know she's not the demon at least.
Well, or you're a minion who's bluffing Slayer to inoculate Liana.
Genuinely didn't even know you could do that.
I don't know. This truly out of nowhere, and allegedly the two there's been
there's only 6 people left, assuming 3 are evil.
I nominate Liana. I think this could be a minion play. I think we should take this off the table.
I think the demon's on the block.
I'm the mayor.
So you think I'm double psychology with
No,
Liana.
it's not even it's like it wouldn't be just whether or not it's a play by you, it is a play that people do to claim Slayer, then Slayer shot their demon, and then
Can they both have minion panic? Maybe one of them Scarlet Woman.
I thought
maybe Omer's Scarlet Woman.
I thought you're being coming out of nowhere and being I am, there's so much heat on me, I'm going to die eventually. I might as well.
I didn't think there was that much heat on me. I was just thinking that if there's 2 to 3 evil people left, there's a good chance I die before I can use the Slayer.
That's not crazy. That's not crazy. I just need to take it off the table for myself. I haven't told you at all.
I agree with you. I think Liana may still be evil, so I'm happy.
Liana's defense. Liana.
Oh, I'm the mayor.
Wow, been there.
Anything else for I run this vote?
I just put the minion panic token on Fishback.
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna run this vote. It takes 3 to vote.
I don't have that one, Taran.
Oh, it's a great one. You can favorite once.
You actually have a token that's favorited.
It's custom.
Not enough.
We're gonna tie that.
Well,
do they intend?
Puya is good. Hey,
I couldn't pop. Well, if Omer was the demon, presumably there would have been 3 votes on one of those other 2 choices, right?
I would have. Yeah.
Yeah. That's actually fair.
hasn't executed.
Gabe might have
die.
Gabe might have fucked up and not voted.
Good night.
Huh.
But that just implicates.
Scarlet Woman.
Yeah, maybe there's still yeah, maybe Gabe
4,
wasn't.
5. Wait, how many of us are left? 1,
It was
2,
always
4,
Omer,
5,
we Scarlet
5.
Woman 2. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know now.
Yeah, probably most likely Steven.
That doesn't make sense if Gabe was bad then.
If he was a minion?
Oh, I guess that's true.
Wait, who voted for Gabe? Did
You guys
Steven
are
vote
so
for Gabe?
obsessed with me being the bad one.
And they're right. You're the bad one because the game's over.
Oh my god! I was so. I was like, I'm genuinely confused now.
I love letting y'all spiral after the game's over. It's so fun for me.
Yeah, that was a zombie game.
All right. So as you can see, the good team has won. As it's like Quinn dancing, you can assume he's on the good team. Quinn is the Undertaker.
Oh, really? I thought for sure he was drunk. Oh, okay. Well, we'll find out.
Sammy was actually.
Sammy was an actual drunk. Oh, wow.
So
that was just good luck.
Your bluff of Virgin would have worked out, but you were the poisoner. I was hoping that would, set you up a bit after that happened. Kind of good for you. The starting demon was Gabe, who did get voted out, and
Omer.
Scarlet Woman and Omer, who got voted out right afterwards. Joe was your teller, who checked Owen and won. Got a no, then checked Taran, Sam got a no, and you just got no's, I think, all game. Owen was your empath who started the game and got a 1 and then died after Gabe died. Sam was your Raven Keeper, who never died. Puya, as you guys presumed incorrectly, he was evil actually.
Yes.
Why didn't you vote with us, you monster?
Wheel of evil. I was gonna ask. I get a vote, right? I put my hand up, but then it didn't give the vote through in this last vote at the very end.
Oh,
I threw my
didn't
hand
even
up
see
and
that.
it hit an X. It showed that it went up and then it gave me a purple X. I may have done it a little too late.
You might have been late.
Maybe a split second too late. Yeah. I was confused about that.
Liana was your mayor, Karen was your chef, learned to 0, and Jack was your slayer.
I think that's the first time I've had accurate night 1 info.
I didn't know who the minions were. So when Taran said Fishback is reading his minion, I was like, okay, so I'll have to vote with Fishback because Gabe never told me who the minions were.
We're just communicating to each other. I almost poisoned you night 1, Owen, and it was like between you and Sam because I wanted to poison one of the demon's neighbors. And
yeah,
I chose the wrong one.
Yeah, I was saying, yeah.
I got poisoned.
You poisoned night 1 because poisoning demon neighbor is a good call in case one was an empath. Which one was? Just happened to hit the wrong
one.
Yeah.
The only reason I voted for Gabe was to win Sam's trust and be oppositional as the Scarlet Woman, but then they were so annoying when I nominated Liana.
But why did you try to lift it? That was crazy.
Especially because
I
that's
thought
such
that
not an
Liana
Omer thing to do.
volunteered. If she's asking for it, we should give her what she wants. This is feminism.
Omer was like so seriously like, well, but should we focus on if there's anyone else that should maybe die because they're like not opportune for the thing? And I was like, who is this Omer?
It really was. It was absolutely wild. I literally talked to Taran. I'm like, so I'm actually the Raven Keeper. I don't feel like I played this very well because I'm definitely not dying at night anymore. And then I go into a conversation with Omer. Taran's like, I'd be a little sus of Omer. Then Omer pulls me into a chat. It's like, so I'm actually the Raven Keeper. I'm like, oh, thank God. Thank God.
It's because I thought I was gonna get caught with my butler thing. Yeah, the butler sucks as a bluff if you're actually.
It's a terrible bluff.
Wait, why did I want to know why Dwight gave Sammy Butler?
That was the only one I had the option to take.
Omer was the butler. Was one of our bluffs.
Oh, and he wasn't even part of the ping.
Yeah, let's get.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's really weird.
Didn't give me.
Oh, that is interesting.
Oh
no!
What did you do?
Working again.
Sam is spy.
Investigator.
Who?
Wait, what?
Oh, got investigator. She was her like her.
She got me or Taran as spy.
Sam.
Oh.
Spy on Taran and Sam.
That's wild.
That makes way more sense. Oh,
shout out to my final 2 and shout out to chat for being honest about you being the mayor.
See? I got your back.
Oh man.
I had a psychic connection with chat in that moment. I was like, confirm, is she the mayor, yes or no? And I could feel them saying yes.
I'm gonna head out.
Thank you, Dwight.
Thank you guys for joining.
Good games, y'all.
Yeah.
Very fun. Thanks for letting me jump in.
Yes, of course, dude. Anytime. Thank y'all.
See you guys. I think that's the best game I've ever played as Chef. I think that's the best possible Chef game you can play. Accurate info that really helped pinpoint to me exactly who the baddies were. I also wasted one of the imp's kills. That just like worked out. I guess we did open up the world because I didn't vote on Omer because I wasn't convinced he was the imp or that I should vote yet. They had 4 votes with Puya. But then they could have countered with another 4 if they had done 4. I don't know if tying up the vote there would have mattered. I think we just put votes on Fishback after that and then go after Omer next. Man, think of the 17th. Good games. The first one was rough, let me tell you. Just like a very slow car crash. Like, I think basically because the thing that I tried to point out was like, we did have all the information going for us. We were in a really solid position. And I was prepping to be like voted out or star pass at some point. And all the information was helping. But then, yeah, the voting pattern just ruined us. And I tried to argue against it, but I do actually think voting patterns are one of the best tells. So I'm surprised because I feel like I had solid points against Jofo and like the logic that he had about like, because genuinely he was getting accurate information, or he had gotten accurate information night 1. But he was convinced he was drunk. And I was like, there's no world in which I ping as either Scarlet Woman or Imp on you being drunk night 1. I just don't think there's any world where that happens. And so I felt like that was a good argument, and I would have made that argument, I think in any scenario. And then trying to harp on like the information we did have, I think was a little weak because I do think the stronger read was voting pattern. And unfortunately, Gabe and Andy were just caught. Yeah, and you know, I don't blame them. I think that like obviously they felt like, well, we can avoid having Liana being voted out here. That's good for us. So let's not vote. But unfortunately, it didn't work. I mean, I thought about voting, but I genuinely felt like if I vote here, I think it's actually more sus than not because I shouldn't think that Liana's bad if I'm the Saint. But I think it just looked bad. And unfortunately, it just exposed the 2 people I was planning to star pass to. And then once they got on that trail, we had info to counter it and we had good arguments to counter it. But like it always just came down to the voting pattern. And I don't think they were ever going to fall off of it. I could have star passed at any time, but I think it would have been dead obvious who would kill me. If I wasn't bad, it would be an obvious star pass. So my best hope was that they'd be reluctant to vote out the Saints. I agree. I think the big lobby was tough because it was just a very long game. with like a lot of people to get through. I also wonder if I shouldn't have killed Sam, but the problem is we needed Liana to poison Jofo, so she couldn't have poisoned Sam. It just feels like there was a world where I thought about like maybe I should have had Liana poison Sam instead of me killing him. But she would have had to like poison lock him for the entire game on the off chance that he used his Slayer on me, which maybe would have worked, but just feels like such a long shot. Yeah, I mean, I always considered killing Scally, but he was too valuable as a potential option, but it didn't matter. I do think the worlds that I built with Sam intentionally either star passing or getting killed early to build credibility, I do think that's a valid world. Like I said, we've seen it happen, and I do think Sam's the kind of player that would do it. And I also think that Scally's the kind of player that would sink a kill. But it was tough. It was tough building those worlds because like the combination of people that needed to be bad was just so tough, so tricky. All right, well, fun games. Fun to play with some new people. But I'm gonna get going now. I have recorded episode 10 of The Devil's Plan for Patreon. I think hopefully I can get it up by tomorrow. It's such a long episode. The episode is almost 2 hours long. So it took like over 3 hours to record. I can't even imagine how long it's going to take to edit. But hopefully by tomorrow. Yes, Devil's Plan content over on the Patreon. It's really fun, and episode 10 was really good. And then the Genius stuff is up on YouTube, demonetized, but still there for anyone to watch. And I actually thought the last episode of the Genius is also pretty good. Hoping for a fun finale on that one. All right. I think that's about it. I may have to skip Goose Goose tomorrow. If I want to get the video out. But we'll see. I'm gonna have to make a call. It would be fun to have Ken. I thought about trying to do like a season recap on Devil's Plan for YouTube or something, but it depends on how hard it is to, like, they ping you so quick on YouTube with Devil's Plan stuff. But we'll see. Anyway, thanks for hanging out. Hope you enjoyed. And I will see all of you next time.